Why the hell they get you started? Got me started. Why did they get me pissed off? Now I'm about to go NFL and kick this off. You really thought that I was this off? To let anyone in my domain, they need to be taught a serious lesson. Unless you strong as Zeus, there just ain't no use to go up against a madman. You can't win, G. I put you on ice like Richard Kuklinski, so stay away from shadows. When it gets dark, you make one bad move, they won't find your corpse, and the feds won't know where I dropped you.
All right now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Major Level Entertainment. I'm your host and owner of this channel. It's your boy, Big Major. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? And I would do shows like this just about every week, especially when we win our games. Shout out to everybody that has showed up to the channel. I got it on portrait mode now, so I can't really see my viewers, see how many people is viewing me right now. But thank you to all the viewers that support this channel, Major Level Entertainment. Before I go any further, let me go ahead and give a shout out to the people that showed up, starting with my damn nephew, H. motherfucking Davis. You know what I'm talking about? He says, what it do, huh? Share, like, subscribe. You know what I'm talking about right now. Don't know what the hell you waiting on. Go ahead and do it over there right now. Because niggas is hungry. You know what I'm talking about? We want to go ahead and get on with the show so we can go get something to eat. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to H. Davis for always showing up. Appreciate you, H. Davis, showing up on the channel. H. Davis says, I don't care what nobody say. It's the Lakers versus anybody. You know that's how we does. We does. And this, you understand what I'm talking about. So shout out to nephew for that. Big Baby Sports. Shout out to Big Baby Sports. He says, W. Shout out to Big Baby. You know how we does this around this time. Please go subscribe to Big Baby's channel, where he's, another Laker fan. He talks about Laker content, Laker news, have bomb interviews over there. So please go ahead and go over there and give a shout out to his channel, and then also join his channel. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Big Baby Sports. Laker Girl, my damn little sister. You know what I'm talking about? Laker Girl 36 to be exact. You know what I'm talking about? Let me get her name right. She's talking about, it says, salute, Major Bro. Like and share, subscribe. If you are new, support the movement. Come on, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? This is Laker Girl telling y'all this. You know what I'm saying? This is a respected entity in the Laker community. So I think y'all might want to go over there and go ahead and listen to what she got to talk about. You know what I'm talking about? Laker Girl 36, please go subscribe to her channel. Another place that has fire interviews and Laker content, of today. So go ahead and go over there and get your shout out and go ahead and join her channel. Become a member over there now. Shout out to Trey All Days. Salute, Big Major. This is Mr. West Up. You know what I'm talking about? He said, salute. He said 3-2 on a road trip is good. Look at what we're doing, and everybody else is not available yet. Yeah, we scaring teams die hard. That's right, Trey All Day. And I said we'd go, of course, naturally I want us to go 4-1. But I said we'd go about 3-2. We wasn't going to go 2-3, or we wouldn't go, sweep get swept on the road. We was always going to come out 3-2 at best. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm glad that our guys got it done without the big guns. You know what I'm saying? Without the big guns for every game. So we got it done. You know what I'm talking about? A shout out to a Big Baby. You know what I'm talking about? He says, W, once again, what up, Big Baby? Shout out to Big Baby. Please go subscribe to Big Baby's channel right the hell now. Okay, give me 1 second. I want to try to see if I can get a better screen. Okay, I don't think I can do it from here, but I'll be working while I'm working on this. I'll be working behind the scenes to see if I could open up the screen again. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like the portrait because it don't allow me to see who the hell is viewing the show. You know what I'm talking about? I like to be able to look at my viewers. You know what I'm talking about? Look at to see people is viewing me. Of course, I don't know all who's viewing me, but if I can see it, then makes sense. So just bear with me. But as you guys are bearing with me, as you know, this show pretty much is about it's the show that I was going to do yesterday. I usually try to go on live after after the Lakers win. I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday because I got extremely busy. I set up for the show, got extremely busy. Nobody else was doing a live show in the family. I like to try to pull up and support those who pull up and support me. You know what I'm talking about? And I didn't see anybody in the family on live. And then later on, in the in the evening, I saw Big Baby, came across Big Baby by happen chance, and I was able to go on live there. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we go a couple stretches of days without any live content, my neck began to itch. You know what I'm talking about? So I had to kind of see who's gonna be live, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set up a show. First, I was gonna change my mind, but I said I'm gonna go ahead and set up a show, and I was gonna do it today. So I'm glad I'm able to do it today. Give me a second, yeah. So yeah, there it is. Yeah. So yeah. Shout out to my damn cousin, Chris. He said, yes, sir, big cousin. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all already know who Chris is. And go James, a.k.a. Chris, a.k.a. Let me cook this brother right quick, a.k.a. the barbecue brisket baron of the bayou, a.k.a. Mr. Fuck Around, Find Out, a.k.a. my damn cousin on my mama's side of the family. So many names, so little time. You know what I'm talking about? A shout out to Chris. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, I got 2 people viewing me right now. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. Give me a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me right now. I'm having some type of technical issue. Okay. Give me 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me now. Clear. If you can hear me now clear, give me a 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat for y'all can hear me. I don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, cool. DJ says it's clear. You know what I'm talking about? Cuz said, "Where you at, nigga? Did you leave the stream?" Nah, man, I'm still here. Just having problems with the. I don't think I'm gonna do this portrait shot anymore. Not on my phone because I'm doing the show from the phone and not the computer. You know what I'm saying? It's just a more stable connection here, man. We have a connection problems over here, so I'm doing it from the phone. But no, I'm here. A shout out to Mooch. He said it's an echo. You know what I'm talking about? A DJ. Please go subscribe to DJ's channel right now. He's over here under Mooch Entertainment, but we all know that that's a little bro. You know what I'm talking about? With a little bro with a mask on. Please go subscribe to Lakers in 5 right now. You know what I'm talking about? Go join the channel as well. You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna want to go over there and be a member of the channel, man, because you get a chance to win big things over there, man. I can't tell you how many things I got just in my living room alone, just off of being over there winning the money that I've won on Lakers in 5. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So that's how I go. You know what I'm talking about? Go James says you have an echo. One, but you have an echo. Okay, cool. Fix that. DJ, he says salute DJ or salute bro. DJ said what up, Chris? Okay, Chris gave me a 1. DJ says clear now. DJ said 1. H. Davis said 1. Cuzzo said I'll bet for sure. Okay. H. Davis said y'all better subscribe right now while y'all over here. You know what I'm talking about? And then Go James said HD. Just catching up with y'all. Just catching up with y'all. Okay. Man, this is why I got to do a show like at night or a little earlier because too many interruptions. All right. Without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and get on to the show, man. This is the show that I was supposed to do yesterday. We're gonna get into it. So as y'all know, us beating the Bucks the other night gave us a 3-2 win ratio on the road. I said we'd be 3-2 in a 5-game stretch. That's good. You know what I'm saying? We did pretty good. Luckily, we didn't get swept on the road, or we wasn't 2-3, or 1-4, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But 3-2 is that would be sufficient, especially going into a stretch of home games that we get ready to go into. Once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. All right, so let me go ahead and get off into the game stats. Let's go ahead and get off into the game stats. Okay, for that game, we shot 49% from the field. That's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Just under 50% to the Bucks 40%. We beat them in that area. We shot 39%, which is great, from the 3-point line to their 38%, which is pretty good as well. We beat them in that scenario. Ladies and gentlemen, we shot 91% from the free throw line. 91% from the free throw line. That is excellent work. You know what I'm talking about? 67% for them from the free throw line. I've been saying we need to get our free throws up. We need to start making them more often than missing. You know what I'm saying? Because this gives us, helps us along in the game when they're scoring in droves or whatever the case may be, and then we can get fouled and get to the line whenever the referees are not heavy on whenever they're not blowing, stand on a whistle too hard for the other team. We get those free throws. We got to make our free throws, y'all. They're called free throws. You know what I'm talking about? So we shot 91% to their 67%. Okay, we got 47 rebounds. Wow, to their 39 rebounds. We beat them in that category. We got 23 assists to their 20. We beat them in that category. We blew them out the water with 13 steals to their 6. We beat them in that category. We both were tied in blocks for 4 apiece. And then the turnovers, they got 17 to our 15. Ladies and gentlemen, what do I say time and time again? He who controls the turnover battle often wins the game. Even if it's by a couple turnovers, we often won the game. But the very telling sign is us shooting almost 10% better than them from the field, us shooting 91% from the free throw line to their 67% from the free throw line. pretty much gave us the W. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? So, and then by an emphatic margin, we beat these motherfuckers 119-95, 24-point spread. You know what I'm talking about? And the Bucks ain't no pushover team. Yeah, they might be missing a guy or two here and there, whatever the case may be, but they're no pushover team. And we managed to hang almost 120 on them, and they couldn't even scratch 100 at their house. Still no LeBron. You know what I'm talking about? But motherfuckers say we don't need LeBron. That's still the dumbest thing ever to me. You know what I'm talking about? We beat these guys, whatever the case may be. We beat them without LeBron. But this is what we can do to teams. We can do this to teams, just about any team. But it's not. Now, if we had LeBron, you know what I'm saying, it probably would have gone much worse for the Bucks, whatever the case may be. But this is exactly how the Thunder beat us. But it, you know, that showed us who we were. You know what I'm saying? Not who we were, but it kind of showed us. It kind of held a mirror up to us, saying, okay, we got to play. We got to come out with energy against you know, high octane, high scoring teams or whatever the case may be. And bringing LeBron back would definitely help with that. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of people say that he'll make the situation worse. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a guy that played that many years in the league and make anything worse. You know, we got to stop that. You got to stop that bullshit. I mean, if anything, he comes back, you know, he helps the team, especially if he's bought into what he needs to be bought into this year and he's playing his role. He comes back and he helps the team more than hinder the team. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm under the belief that us being 10-4, you know what I'm talking about, just because we're 10-4 without him, don't mean that that's going to sustain throughout the year. Anybody that think that's going to sustain throughout the year really don't know basketball. They don't know sports. You know what I mean? Because there's a thing that we do that makes it difficult for us to close out games, and that is too much ISO ball, too much hero ball. Everybody want to jack up shots, too many shots, and not often look to pass the ball to, you know, our better 3-point shooters on the team. You know what I mean? I've often got on people about it. You know, us shooting 2 people shooting 25 threes and only making 7, and those 2 people shooting the 25 threes are not the best 3-point shooters on the team. That's not going to suffice, especially when it comes to the playoffs. You know, we want our 3-point shooters shooting the most threes on the team. Now, y'all can score in any other way, but we need people like Rui, Laravia, you know, guys like that. We need those guys shooting the most threes on the team because they're the best 3-point shooters on the team. Even when Dalton Connect gets in there, we need this to happen in order for us to maintain and sustain these wins. You know what I'm saying? 10-4 is great, but I'm not 100% impressed with that. You know what I'm saying? And we're not, and people are saying, well, yeah, we got that in spite of Bron. Yeah, but you think that's going to sustain? No, that's not going to sustain. So don't be lulled into a false sense of believing that because we're 10-4, we're 6 games over 500, that we don't need this guy. You know what I'm talking about? Like, let's stop that. We got to stop that bullshit narrative, man. You know what I'm saying? We're Laker fans. I'm a Laker fan. I want all my players to play. Anybody that's on the team, as long as you're on my team, I'm going to support you. There ain't no hater in me. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to support you. Now, when you leave my team, it is what it is. You know, may God be with you. But as long as you're on my team, I'm going to support whoever comes to my team, comes back to my team. If you can help the team in any way, you're an extra body out there, all for it. You know what I'm talking about? So shout out to the Lakers for winning by 24 points against the Bucks the other day. Let's go ahead and get up into the box scores of that game, right? Okay. The box scores of that game, we're going to start with the Bucks. Okay. I'm just going to do the minutes and I'm going to do that points. And this is really just a recap. You know, it's for those who didn't get a chance to see the game, or those who didn't come up on Lil Bro channel and get a chance to, you know, hear takes, or, you know, they showed up late or whatever the case may be. I'm kind of like a post cursor to Lakers at 5. You know what I'm talking about? So you guys, most of the guys that are over there are over here too. So just in case you didn't get a chance to hear a clear, legible take, you know what I'm talking about, you can hear it here because it's just me talking. You know, when we up there, we clown. You know, it's a bunch of us talking. We might hear a take or two here and there. but it's just me talking where I can give you a clear, full take without any interruptions or anything like that. All right. So let's go ahead and give a shout out to, or let's go ahead and read the box scores. Giannis, he gave you 32 points, 32 minutes. And I'm going to say something about Giannis after I finish reading all this stuff. You know what I'm talking about? He gave you 32 points, 32 minutes. That's what Giannis does. You know what I'm saying? No surprise there. That's why we want him here in Laker Nation. You know what I'm talking about? Kyle Kuzma, the bum, 1 point, 20 minutes, nothing. Miles Turner, the guy we originally wanted, 3 points in 30 minutes, nothing. Ryan Rollins, 27 minutes and 10 points, 27 minutes. AJ Green, 25 minutes, 15 points. Gary Harris, 6 points, 26 minutes. Gary Trent Jr., another guy that was on our radar at one point in time, 13 points, 24 minutes. Bobby Portis, 8 points, 18 minutes. Cole Anthony, 0 points in 18 minutes. Jericho Sims, 0 points in 8 minutes. Andre Jackson, 0 points in 4 minutes. Mark Sears, 4 points in 3 minutes. Amir Coffey, 3 points in 3 minutes. And Thanasis Antetokounmpo, you know what I'm talking about? 0 points in 3 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, trash. You know what I'm talking about? Giannis carried that team, and then the next closest person in line was AJ freaking Green. God damn it. That's why they lost as bad as they lost. They didn't have nobody over there to help Giannis. And you know what? I'm praying and hoping that they keep playing horrible, because if they keep playing like this and they keep losing and they don't do anything this year, Giannis is not going to want to spend the rest of his years in Milwaukee. I'm telling you right the fuck now. And then when he does leave, he still got the ability to play or whatever. He said he wants to play between another 6 and 8 years. Well, it's not going to do that in Milwaukee. The next team he goes to is going to be another big market team, and most likely is going to be the West Coast. It's not cracking for him over there in the East anymore. It's going to be the West Coast. I'm telling you, I am 95% sure that Giannis Antetokounmpo will be a goddamn Laker. Now, when I finish giving you the Laker box scores, I'm going to go in on Giannis, and I'm going to talk about him for a second. All right, so let's get to our Lakers, my Lakers, your Lakers. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just going to start from the top and go all the way down. Jake LaRabia, my damn white nephew from Pasadena, California. 4 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the field, 0 4 from the 3. Got to get his 3-point shots back up there. 1 of 10 from the field goal. That's not that good. You know what I'm saying? But he does it on other ends. You know what I'm saying? He got the 6 rebounds, so that's good. We can always use the rebounds. If you're not going to score, do something on the other end. You know, extravagant. But also here, I don't see it on the box scores, but I believe in that game he had 3 steals. He's averaging over 2 steals a game. So that's good. Like I say, if he's not doing it on the point side, he's definitely doing it on the defensive side of things. We need that. And he did that in 37 minutes. And my damn nephew, Bronny James, no points in 10 minutes. 0-2 from the field. 0-2 from the from the field goal. He didn't shoot a free throw. He got 1 assist and one rebound. Bronny's going to be all right. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't worried about Bronny. You know what I'm talking about? DeAndre Ayton, 20 points in 28 minutes. 9 of 13 from the field. He don't shoot any threes, y'all know that. 2 of 2 from the free. He made both his free throws. He got you 10 rebounds. Once again, D. Ayton gives us a double-double. He's the only person on the team that had a double-double that night. Shout out to D. Ayton for constantly getting better, man. Constantly getting better. He's becoming the guy. He's putting up almost AD numbers. He's a little shorter AD when it comes to the points, but he's putting up double-digit rebounds, man. You know what I'm talking about? I wish he was more of a shot blocker, but he's out there he's out there becoming the center that we want him to be. You know what I'm talking about? We're not expecting him to go out there and score damn near 30 points a game like AD did, but we definitely expect those, the double-digit points, the double-digit rebounds, double-double just about every night. And he's doing that. He's stepping up, and he shoots 9 of 13 from the field. I mean, what more can you ask for? So shout out to D. Ayton for doing what he's supposed to do out there as a center, at the center position. You know what I'm talking about? Luka Doncic, 38 minutes, 41 points, 9. He was 1 short of triple-double, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. He shot 18 of 20 from the free throw line. He shot 5 of 11 from the 3, which is excellent. He shot 9 of 19 from field goal, which is pretty good. It's okay. You know what I mean? Shout out to Luka for setting the standard for, scoring the points that he does for the team. Just stop taking all them goddamn threes past the Rui. Yeah, I'm talking about Rui went out there, so you get a pass that day. Okay, shout out to Austin Reeves, 25 points in 36 minutes. He shot 9 of 17 from the field. That's pretty decent. 5 of 9 from the three. That's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? 2 or 3 from the free throw. He gave you 8 assists, most assists on the team, and he gave you 6 rebounds with the 25 points. So shout out to Austin Reeves for doing that. And Dalton Connect gave you 9 points, 6 rebounds. Okay, 6 rebounds, Dalton Connect. 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Didn't shoot a free throw. 1 of 4 from the 3-point line. 4 of 8 from the field goal. You know what I'm saying? 34 minutes of action. Shout out to Dalton Connect. Maxi Kleber got in the game. You know what I'm talking about? He went 1 of 1 from the 3. 1 of 1 from the field goal. This is the only one he shot. 25 minutes, 3 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound. Maxi Kleber, ladies and gentlemen. Jackson Hayes, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. All 4 of his free throws made. No 3-point shot this game. You know what I'm saying? No Steph Curry, Jackson Hayes this game. You know what I'm talking about? He shot 3 of 4 from the field, which is great for him. 17 minutes of action. Vando, once again, doing nothing. 1 rebound, 1 assist, but he only played 8 minutes. Zeros all across the board, including points. I'm talking about the defense is good, but you got to contribute something, man. You got to contribute something. Adou Thiero came in and made a big impact with 4 points, 5 minutes, 1 of 1 from the field. He didn't shoot a 3. We don't know what he is from the 3-point percent. We don't know how he is. We don't know if he's a great shot, if he's an excellent shot, if he's a midi or whatever the case may be. But he didn't shoot no 3s. He made both his free throws. So he got his points off of 2 free throws. He made both of them, and 1 emphatic dunk near the end of the game. So shout out to Adou Thiero, who also got the rookie game ball. Shout out to that guy. Nick Smith Jr., 3 points, 3 minutes. 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3. No free throws, no assists, 1 rebound. Or excuse me, no rebound, 1 assist. So shout out to the Lakers. That is your box scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now let me go ahead and get into it. This Giannis thing. So at the end of the game, Giannis, once again, being the class act he is, he comes over when the officials for the game didn't want to give the ball to the Lakers so that they could give it to Adou Thiero, who's been out for all this time. He's been expected to come in and play. Now he comes in, and he comes in and he does what he does. Now it wasn't a lot of points or anything like that, but it's kind of customary. You know what I'm saying? That, you just give the guy the ball. He's a rookie dude or whatever the case may be. And then he scores in his rookie game. Give him the ball. It's not going to hurt. We got millions of basketballs out there. You know what I'm talking about? And it was giving it a hard time for about, minute or 2, whatever the case may be. Here comes Giannis with all the class in the world. And he didn't even ask for it. He just put his hands out there, give me ball. I have to give to Lakers. So he give Jokic. Not Jokic. Excuse me. He gives Luka the ball. You know what I'm talking about? Class act. He was going on to the locker room. You know what I'm talking about? No, LeBron's not here. I've already shaken hands with Lakers. I'm going to back right now to take shower. So I can get on the phone, call LeBron, and let him know I most matter of factly will be with Lakers in what do you say, 2 years? That's what he was going to go do. That's why he was so much in a rush to go back there. He was going to go talk to, I'm talking about a Mark Walter, and say, hey, look, I seen enough. I won over there. You know what I'm talking about? As long as I can keep my number 34. Shaq already said, in so many words, I'm willing to give up and part with that number. You know what I'm talking about? It's my number, but he can have it. That's Giannis. You know what I'm talking about? He could be another in the long line of great big men. Shaq, Kareem, Gasol, Will Chamberlain. You know what I'm talking about? This is what you want to do. You understand me? So he came over there, did that. It was a very classy act from the Greek Freak. You understand what I'm talking about? I noticed something else in that game. Immediately after the game was over, you know who came over and shook Luka's hand and was talking to Luka kind of, in passing? Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Now, I said this before. I said I'm buying into every single notion or motion. I'm buying into it. I don't care whatever sign I see. I'm looking for it. DJ said during that game, he said, if I see a Giannis smiling, give a little smirk, whatever case may be, at Luka when Luka make a three, yeah, he coming over here. And see me, I'm looking for the same type of symbolism. I'm looking for anything to latch a hold of to give me any inkling that he's coming over here. And ladies and gentlemen, it didn't happen inside the game. It happened after the game. They couldn't make it that. They couldn't make it that obvious. You couldn't have him over there hugging it up with Luka. Yeah, shooting the shit with Luka. Yeah, Luka, I'm going to be over there. It couldn't be like that. Because when he walked over there, it's almost like Luka was telling Thanasis, yeah, you're coming too. Don't worry. I just have to sort some things out. Vando's here. Cleveland. I have to cut the fat off team. But when I cut fat off team, I'm going to go to Mark Walter. They'll give me anything. Trust me, brother. Trust me. They'll give me anything. When I cut the fat off team, I'm going to bring your name up. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, real quick, he was like, man, if you want my brother, you're going to have to sign me too, He was like, I know. And get your other brother, Costas, and the other one, what's his name? Oh, Alex. Yes, Alex, him too. The mother, the father, the dogs in the family. Everything you want. Hey, we're going to bring right here for championship for me and for you. You already have one. You have two. I'm going to have one. What about Austin Reeves? Don't worry about Reeves. Reeves is going to get money, like DJ says on Lakers in 5. He's going to get money, and then we're going to partner him his ass out of here. Everybody think I like him, but I don't like to play with the other white players. The only other white player I like to play with that is okay is Larabia, because Larabia knows he knows his place. But Austin Reeves thinks he's him. I'm going to show him he's him. He's not him. I am him. Over here with the Lakers organization. They love me here, not him. And it's going to be me and you, brother. When LeBron leaves, it's going to be me and you, brother. Trust me. Just give me 2 years to work my local magic. That's what the conversation was that y'all didn't hear. But, I got people on the floor that hear these conversations. You understand what I'm talking about? So shout out to the Lakers for that W and showing Giannis what his future is going to look like when he comes over here and join the purple and gold. You understand what I'm talking about? All right, let me go back up here and look in the comments, see what y'all talking about. Go James says, seems like Luka and Giannis really got a lot of love for each other. Yeah, a lot of love and respect, man. These teams can't say nothing when these dudes is talking during the offseason. Dude really should have at least, should leave that terrible squad. He will. And the more they lose, the better it is for us, I believe. Everybody's saying the Knicks. He's not going to the Knicks. I even heard somebody say the Celtics. He is most matter-of-factly not going to the Celtics. Trust me. Luka will have something to do with him coming over here. I promise. If he comes here, Luka will have a lot to do with it. Because they will do anything for Luka. Luka's a friend. Especially if we get us the championship this year, Luka could pretty much write his own ticket, like LeBron has been able to write his ticket. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody know how great he is. But he hasn't crossed the threshold of greatness by getting a championship. Everybody else has. Giannis got one. Jokic got one. Shea got one. It's time for another one of the top 10, top 5 players in the world to get a championship, and that's going to solidify him as what we already know him to be. And that's coming. And ladies and gentlemen, very, very soon. Just have patience. You know what I'm talking about? Akuzo says, Bron should come back with vengeance. He should. Not to push himself to the max, but play well enough to help the team win more games and help the offense get up the middle of get up from the middle of the pack. Also, to shut motherfuckers up, Cuzzo. Shut these hating motherfuckers up. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he's on our team, bro. He on our team. And I'm glad he's on the team. Now, when it's time for him to leave, he leaves. He goes right off to the sunset. But right now, he's on the team. I'm going to support him wholeheartedly. If he could come back and he can contribute the way he contributes, even if he got to take a step back a bit, like you said, don't burn himself out too much. Possibly save himself for the playoffs. Then he can go to LeBron type nuclear. If he does that, bro, the better for us because we're the Lakers. We want to win. That our wanting to win should override whatever hatred we have for any player on the team, ladies and gentlemen. If you hate a player and he's on your team and you can't shake that hate, and it bothers you so bad he's on the team, then you should want us to win while he's here. You know what I'm saying? If you know your love for winning, your love for winning should supersede your hatred for him. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why I am. I'm not that emotional of a guy where I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to. I hate him so bad. I don't want us to win. I want us to kind of tank so he can, nah, nigga, fuck that. No, I want the motherfucker to win, and I want him to win while we here. You know what I'm saying? Because when he gone, then that's it. That's the end of that chapter. And we you know what I'm saying? We're gonna need somebody to fill those shoes because it ain't gonna be Austin Reeves. You know what I'm talking about? And that's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? You can believe me if you don't, but I've been around this game longer than anybody, so trust me when I tell you. You know what I'm saying? Austin Reeves and Luka alone is not gonna get it cut. Luka is gonna need another dynamic star alongside of him, possibly another big 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", 6'7" feet. Alongside him, that's going to do what needs to get done. And I do believe that guy is Giannis, and the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo, my damn Greek African nephew. You understand what I'm talking about? Fuck what y'all talking about. You know what I'm talking about? The Go James says, I don't think many understand, dude. Dude has played longer than some guys in the league been born. He shouldn't have to do much for real. And in fact, he's an older superstar, and the others should help carry the load. Absolutely. This is why I say you can't blame. Yes, you blame the whole team for losses. You know what I mean? But when I hear people blaming just LeBron for everything, like you got to come off that. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame him for every single thing. If you hate him, I get it, but you can't blame him for every single loss. He's not the only person out there playing. You can't blame a guy that's going out there and putting up his 25 points. He giving his 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and everybody else is not bought in and doing what they're supposed to do on a consistent day-to-day basis, including in the playoffs, and then you turn around and blame him just because he's the leader of the team. No, it don't work like that. We all getting millions of dollars. We all have a role to play toward us, our team winning the game. So we can't wholesale indict one guy. You can't blame one person because everybody else. I often use this analogy. If we're all working at the same job, everybody's forklift drivers, and I'm the manager. I'm the manager, and Chris is the supervisor. If y'all forklift drivers ain't doing your job, you can't blame Chris because you're not doing your job correctly. And then it falls on Chris, so then it falls on me because I manage everybody. Oh, well, Major wasn't doing his job, so that caused Chris not to do his job. So that caused forklift number 1 and forklift A and forklift B not to do their job. No. I got a role to oversee the facility operations. Chris got a role to oversee floor operations. And y'all forklift drivers got a role to offload these goddamn trucks. I'm not going to do my job and your job for you. You get your bitch ass out there and play and stop bitching. I'm not about to blame the fucking head of the company or the person that's at the top because for y'all shortcomings. That's weak. That's emotional. And y'all know I don't operate like that. I don't blame another man for anything I fall short on. And that's a fact. But like I say, I'm built different than other people. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame one motherfucker. If I'm a blame, I'm holding the whole goddamn company responsible for the shortcomings. Nigga, not LeBron lost. We lost as a team. Y'all come off that weak shit when you see me. When you see me, don't give me that weak shit because I'm gonna shut it down every time. I don't condone or like the haters. It's okay to critique, but I'm not gonna wholesale indict and hate one motherfucker. I'm just not gonna do that, man. I've never done that before and act like a motherfucker haven't done anything for the sport. I hated Jordan. People know I hate Jordan. I hate Bird, but you're never gonna get me to say, man, these motherfuckers was bombs. They was weak. Act like they didn't do anything, to bolster the game. I'm never going to say that just because, whatever the case may be. They may not be on my team, and I hate them for it. You know what I'm saying? Hate them because they beat us a couple times, whatever the case may be. But you're never going to get me to say, or to act like they haven't done anything, like their 32 points a game ain't shit. Like their 27, 28 points a game ain't shit. No, I'm not going to do that, bro. That's just. There's a difference between being a hater and there's a difference between hating on somebody. You know what I'm saying? I or hating somebody and then hating on them. I hated Jordan, but I didn't hate on him. Hate that motherfucker. That motherfucker he put up 35, 7, and 7. He's great. I hate him, but he's great. You know what I'm talking about? You could say that, but just to be like, oh man, I don't care about his 27, 8-8. He's still a bomb. Yada yada yada. Really? Like, come on, y'all. We got to be realistic. And Go James says Giannis deserves better than those guys playing 30 minutes plus, giving 1 and 3 damn points. Absolutely, man. What a damn shame. He should just leave before it's too late. And if he wants his bros with him, bring him along. That's what me and DJ said. Bring the whole goddamn family. I'm talking about find every critter you can find in and around your house, pack them up, and then ship them off to LA, man. Come on over here, man. It's a winning culture over here. It's always been a winning culture over here. Like I say, you could follow the footsteps of Kareem, who came from the Milwaukee Bucks, as y'all all know. You know, I'm talking about played from them, 69 to like 75, I believe, or something like that. 75, 76. And then won championship with them during his tenure over there with Milwaukee. Won. And they came over here and won, and won 5 more with the Los Angeles Lakers. Not saying Giannis is going to do that, but it's a very good possibility he could win way more championships over here than he ever could in Milwaukee. And that's a natural, actual fact, ladies and gentlemen. Now bring him over here, him and his brothers. If his mom want to come, bring her too. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? We, in the NBA, we love mothers. You know what I'm talking about? Go James says, it's like we trying to stay afloat while LeBron's been out. Ain't no way this team are doing much without LeBron unless Reeves turns into an unstoppable force and help Luka carry these boys. Absolutely. I'm in total agreement with that. He's not a star by any stretch of the imagination. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy who got lucky on the stretch because LeBron is out. He's not going to do that when LeBron comes back, whatever the case may be. And he certainly and he has yet to show us what he can do in the playoffs. Every year he's come up buckets in the playoffs. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm not impressed right now. I'm not impressed. Do this same shit in the playoffs, and then we got something. Consistently in the playoffs, and then we got something. So I'm not on the Reeves train. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm talking about you take more than that to impress me. Go James says, hey, yo, Cuzzo, I know the haters were mad that Bronny got to start over the other guys, but he's one of the only guards we have left. Absolutely. Gabe Vincent is out. You know what I'm talking about? We didn't have much. He didn't have too much to what we're supposed to do. Start Vando, please. Hey, man, absolutely, man. But, but I like what Bronny said. He's not paying attention to, the riffraff. He ain't paying attention to the noise. He's going to go out there and play the game he loves, man. And see, he got heart for that because it takes heart to be in a game full of motherfucking people that hate you. And they hate you not because you personally did anything wrong. They hate you because of who your father is. Bronny ain't never hurt nobody. Bronny ain't never got on the team and flopped. All the reason why people hate LeBron, Bronny never did that. All he did was die on the fucking NBA court, pretty much die on the court for a couple seconds, playing the game that he loves, goes out there. Savannah and LeBron ask him, hey, do you want to do this? Of course, his parents are scared shitless. I don't want you to go out there, but you're an adult now. I'm giving you the opportunity to do whatever it is that you want to do. What do you choose? Whatever you do, we're going to back you up. Pops, Mom, I want to play basketball. That's what the fuck he did. People get mad at LeBron and say, I wouldn't have my son out there doing it. You think LeBron cared more about his son's health than anything. But he also, as a good parent will, you give your child the opportunity to make their own decision when they're an adult. Now, when he's a kid, you make the decision for them. But the guy's he was 18. Hey, look, make your decision. Do you want to come back or not? It's up to you. He said it in an interview. Hey, look, he don't have to play basketball. He chose to play basketball. He can be a CEO of my company, which is true. He don't have to. Do you think this kid have to do anything for the rest of his life? He got access to the James family money. And then he got his own money. He got his own video game, game company out here in LA. That motherfucker don't have to do nothing. He chooses to play basketball. He could just hang it up tomorrow and say, man, you know what? Fuck all the haters. I can't deal with this shit. Let me go ahead and go home and lay in my millions and my dad's billions that he's going to leave partially to me when he's gone. He don't give a fuck about the haters, and neither should he. And I would tell nephew, hey man, you know what? Motherfuckers gonna hate your dad, but they hated that motherfucker right into $1 billion. I promise you, that nigga don't cry at night over these punk motherfuckers that hate him. I promise you he don't. I wouldn't if I had that kind of hell, I don't even got LeBron money. I'm well off, don't get me wrong. And I don't hate on motherfuckers right now. Niggas trip on me. Oh man, Major, you still drive, you know what I'm saying, on the weekends. You take your old 2001 Chevy Silverado, you know what I'm saying, HD out. You know what I'm talking about? I thought you had money. Yeah, nigga, I got money. That don't mean you got to know I got it. I do whatever the fuck I want to. You think I'm tripping on what the next motherfucker is talking to me about, man? And then you got to get up and go punch a clock every goddamn day? No. That's why I say it don't pay to hate, man. You hating on these motherfuckers, and these motherfuckers is getting richer and richer and richer and richer and richer. You know why? Because you still consume the product that they make money for. I'm not saying glaze, but don't hate either. Just don't. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't even talk about the motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I say. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with it, y'all. Like that's where I'm at with it. Um, but yeah, so that's it, man. Like I it just don't pay to hate. Now if it paid to hate, like it does pay. I heard somebody talk about it. It does pay. Like Dreamers Pro, they're haters. You know what I'm saying? He's a monetized channel, whatever the case may be, and he gets paid off the hate. Also, hey man, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm talking about? You get paid to hate, cool. But I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if I was monetized or not. I'm not. I'm not about to hold myself out for no fucking money. I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's why I say major level, real, raw, right. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not doing this shit for no check. YouTube can't even pay me enough money. I already got more money than most niggas have in the streets. So I'm not even worried about YouTube's money. I do this shit for the love of the game, the love of these players that go out here and put the blood, sweat, and tears out here in the game. And then for the people who love the game like how I love the game, to give a take on it, and it's just and that's what a take is. A take is just a take. It's your take on something. It don't have to be 100% fact for somebody. It's your opinion. A take is just an opinion. And I give my take on the game, and it's raw. Most people like it. Some people don't. Those who like it, great. Those who don't like it, I don't give a fuck. Go somewhere else. But I'm gonna tell you the real, the real, the true, the raw every single time, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna do it without hating on the next motherfucker. Anybody that comes to my team, if I previously didn't like you, you're cool with me now. You're family, because that's the way it is. When you come over here to the Lakers organization, you are family. I don't give a fuck about what you did anywhere else. You're family when you come over here. If I hated you before you came here, that's in the past. You're family now. Come over here and help my team win. When you leave, that's it. You know what I'm talking about? So that's just where I stand. Everybody else can do what they want to do, but I'm going to stand 10 toes down like I tend to always do. Y'all know how he does this. Go James says, you start with Mike in. Then you get Wook, Gail, and West, and Kareem, and Magic, and Worthy, and Shaq, and Kobe, and Nash, and Dwight. You should have had CP3 then, Bron and AD, now Bron and Luka and AR, now Luka and AR and Giannis and beyond. See, cuz I understand the assignment. You know what I'm talking about? We get the stars over here. That's what the fuck we do. If you go down in Inglewood, California over here, there used to be a street. Right there on Prairie. They had a big street sign up. You know what it said? It said, "Welcome to the city of champions, Inglewood, the city of champions, Inglewood, California." You know why? Because the Lakers put that there. LA, the city of champions. You know why? Because the Dodgers have won here. Because the LA Kings, the hockey team, has won here with Wayne Gretzky. LA, the city of champions. Inglewood, the city of champions, because the Lakers won. Right here at the Forum, right there off of Prairie and Manchester Avenue in Inglewood, California, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? So That's the way it is. That's how it's gonna be. We always gonna get people say, "Oh man, the Lakers get everybody. They want everybody." You damn Skippy, and we get to everybody. Nobody want to stay with their bomb ass teams. Man, let me tell you something. Fuck that loyalty to a team. If you ain't doing shit, I'm getting the NBA not just to make money, but I'm getting the NBA to be a goddamn champion. And fuck all that team hop shit. Oh, motherfuckers team hopping. No, that don't exist. And here's why. Because just because you jump to another team, that don't mean that team is going to win. You can jump to a team that's 72-9, 73-9. Does that mean that the motherfuckers go win? No. You're doing what's best for you and your legacy. I'm not staying with a fucking bunch of bums, being loyal to a bunch of bums if y'all not getting me any help. I wasn't mad when Damian Lillard left at first. I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad when KD left and did it. He made a business decision. Everybody get mad at LeBron. Well, he team hop. He went to 3 teams. Yeah, but what they don't tell you is the motherfucker fulfilled all his contracts on all those teams. Did he not? Did he not stay and fulfill his contracts on the team? And then he had the right to leave. Did he not? See, nobody wants to say that. Oh, he hopped teams. He left the team. No. He fulfilled contractual obligation, and then he moved on to greener pastures. That's what the fuck he did. If he was so into team hopping and going to go to another team or whatever, if he was so hunting for championships and hunting for rings or whatever the case may be, then why the fuck did he stay with us for all these goddamn years? 2019, that was a wash-off. It was the first time. 2020, we won. Come back 2021, we don't win, not because of him, but because of upper management. 2022, we don't do shit. 2023, we don't do shit. 2024, we don't do shit. He could have left fucking, if he was go hop a team, whatever, he could have left and he would have never fucking got it, an extension. He would have never gotten another extension. He would have just left. He would have went, hell, he could have went he could have went to any team he wanted to go to. He chose to stay here because he said before, y'all want to retire a Laker. He didn't come over here to chase Kobe legacy, and he's not chasing Jordan's goals. People don't understand. He already has a legacy. His legacy is cemented. When he if he were to retire today, he's going first ballot in the Hall of Fame. If he were to retire before he came over here and won his 4th championship with the Lakers, he was always going to go first ballot in the Hall of Fame. So who legacy does he have to chase? He don't have to chase nobody's legacy. Y'all stop. He's chasing Jordan's ghost. No, he ain't. Why? Because Jordan got 6 and he got 4? You dumb motherfuckers don't understand. You know how hard it is to get 1 championship? He got 4. There's superstars that don't got none. Barkley, Malone, Stockton, Ewing. There's some that don't got none. He got 4. He don't have to do shit else. He don't need to accomplish nothing else. He said it last season, or the season before last. Everything, I don't have to accomplish anything else. I don't have to prove myself to nobody. I do this for the love of the game. I still have the passion to play the game. When I don't have the passion no more, I'm pretty much going to hang it up. Everything I do after this point is extra credit. That's it. If we don't win, that's okay. If he was really that much about he's chasing rings and stuff like that, I promise you he wouldn't have stayed with us. I promise you that. That nigga would have went to one of these booming young teams and caught the lightning at one of those teams. No, he chose to stay with our stinking asses. With bums on the team that don't elevate in the playoffs. They don't elevate their games in the playoffs. Motherfuckers can't shoot or forget how to shoot when it comes playoff time when the lights get brighter. You know what I'm talking about? But he chose to stay with us. Man, y'all better knock this stupid ass narrative off of, you know what I'm saying? Now, yes, he's making a lot of money. Yes, most people can look at that, it's holding up the team, whatever the case may be. But, hey, when you are the type of player, you can get whatever the fuck you want. That's just the nature of the game. You put asses in seats. You make billions of dollars for the NBA. What the fuck? You still considered the face of the NBA because I don't see no other face. It ain't Wemby. It ain't Shea. It ain't Jokic. It ain't Luka. It ain't Giannis. Notice I named all international players. The NBA wants an American face. Dude, the last time we had an American face was James motherfucking Harden. If I'm not mistaken. NBA is an American brand. Yes, we're an ambassador for international people, whatever the case may be. But the face of the league has got to be an American. I don't give a fuck what Wemby is doing right now. It's not going to happen for him. I don't care if Shea got MVP and Finals MVP. Not going to be the face. These niggas don't put asses in seats. They're not box office. It's only one motherfucker that's still box office, and he's still here. And y'all think the NBA is going to be better without him when he gone? It ain't. Well, let these new dudes get a chance to shine. Yeah, they're shining, but it's not going to be the same when him, KD, and Steph, when that regime is completely gone, when those guys are gone, NBA is not going to be the same. You'll have a bunch of high-flying motherfuckers. Everybody want to shoot a three. Whoop-de-doo. But good luck. Good luck if you want some down-home true basketball play. Some good down-home, you know what I'm saying, that some of that old-school action for that nostalgic, feel. Good luck sitting through a whole motherfucking game without these heads of the game are gone when they're gone. Good luck. I seen KD the other day on the podcast, and he was talking about, he giving it up for the over 35 club. I'm talking about Westbrook. Still out there playing energy. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry out there, he put up 41 points the other night. 49 points the other night. James Harden put up 41 the other night. KD himself put up some numbers. I'm talking about LeBron come back, he going to do what he does. He gave a shout out to all the old school cats. Everybody want to knock down. He even gave a shout out to DeRozan. Everybody want to knock down the old school cats, but they're still out here doing what they're supposed to do because they love the game. And when they finally hang up their gym shoes, you're going to miss them. You think you want progress? Yeah, it's time for the young dudes to shine. Yeah, okay. It ain't going to be the same, trust me. And I'm going to keep it a band with you. I've been watching this game for 50 years. That's my whole life, ladies and gentlemen. I'm already losing interest in the game. I've been losing interest in the game for years now. Am I always going to be a Laker fan? Yes. I'm one of those type of players, type of people that's always going to be a Laker fan no matter what, because that's just what I'm going to do in heart. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to watch a lot of games. I'm just not going to do it. Unless we get another superstar over here that's going to make it worth watching, that's over here that's going to be a true complimentary piece to Luka, I'll support here and there, but I'm not going to watch a lot of games like that. I'm going to keep it a bean with you. I'm not going to watch a lot of games like that. I'm not. I'm talking about, I've seen enough losing years from the Lakers. I've seen more losing years than anybody can imagine. You know what I'm saying? I want us to get back into our winning ways, but I'm always going to be a Laker fan. I'm not going to be one of them type of dudes. No, I'm leaving because Kobe left, or I left because LeBron left, or I left because Magic left. No, I'm always going to be a Laker fan until the day I turn it to ashes. But I'm not going to watch the game. For several years, I stopped watching. I stopped watching basketball. I went back to my football, baseball, hockey, soccer. I stopped watching. I came back Kobe last couple years. And I couldn't, and it was unbearable to watch. Horrible. Hell, Kobe couldn't even watch it. He had a job to do, though. And he played all the way to the end, watched the retirement game, and that was the end of it for me. I stopped watching basketball for like 2 or 3 years. I'm keeping it a bean with you. There was nothing to watch. I'm keeping it 1,000. But if anytime when anybody asks me at the stores or asks me out in the street, hey, man, you a Laker fan? Yep. You see my hat? I got 1 billion hats. Different colors, shapes, and sizes. Yes, I'm a Laker fan. You seen that game yesterday? Blah, 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 blah. No, I didn't. How could you call yourself a Laker fan? Hey, just because I'm a fan don't mean I like the product right now. I don't like the NBA right now. I'm not watching. And I meant it. Give me something to watch for again, I'll be back. And that's what happened. Now I'm here. I'm always going to be a Laker fan, ladies and gentlemen. But I have fan fatigue. I have the right to have fan fatigue sometimes when our team is not doing what we're supposed to do as a team. When our upper management is not doing anything to put forth winning pieces. When we lost that Jerry Buss mentality of we put together the best team we could put together to beat Boston. When we lost that flair, I started losing my energy. I have the right, after 40-something goddamn years, I have the right to say, guess what? I'm tired of these motherfuckers not playing up to par. If anybody up on Major Level Entertainment, up on Lakers in 5. If anybody got the right to say that shit, it is me. Nobody predates me when it comes to this shit. Nobody. Unless you are older than me or been around this shit as long as me. And even if you are older than me, a lot of niggas are older than me, but not even Laker fans. We became Laker fans when Kobe came over. So that don't even count. If you don't predate me in this Laker shit, I got the right to say that I'm fatigued by niggas not being bought in to this game, into this Laker life. I'm fatigued. Get your bitch ass off my motherfucking team. If you can't come in here and we pay your ass millions and millions of dollars, if you can't come in here and be bought into what the team needs, you know what I'm saying? You can't come in. You want to miss threes and you don't want to work on your free throw. You don't want to work on any aspect of your game. And you come in there, you playing lackadaisical. I don't want you here. I don't want this ain't a one-on-one game. This is a team game. If you want to be, the hero, whatever the case may be, take your motherfucking ass somewhere where you could be the man over there. Period. Point blank. I don't give a damn what nobody talking about. Told y'all I'm a stubborn ass nigga and I ain't gonna change now. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, that's what it is, y'all. That's where I'm at with it. But Giannis is coming, bro. I believe. I'm gonna say 95% chance that Giannis is coming over here, man. Go James says that's if LeBron doesn't stay a few more seasons. I don't think LeBron is gonna go past 2 more seasons. And here's why I say that. I broke it down in another one of my shows where he's already in year 23 this year. He plays this year out. He goes into this is year 23 he's going into. Plays this year out. He goes to year 24. That's the 2026-27 season. And then from the 2026-2027 season. Okay, so the 2026-2027 season, that would be year 24 for him. The 2027-2028 season will be year 25 for LeBron. And I said that I think LeBron is going to go to the quarter century mark, ladies and gentlemen. If he goes to the quarter century mark, that will be the 2027-28 season. By this time, Bryce might be in the league. I'm not saying he's coming to the Lakers. We already know how motherfuckers hate that Bronny's over here. I wouldn't even want Bryce to get drafted to the Lakers. But for him to be able to play the game long enough to see both his sons in the NBA at some capacity or another, that would be truly a blessing and a milestone for him and for NBA history. That's number one. Number two, him playing 25 years in the league will be unprecedented because I don't think anybody else is going to play that long this great. You know what I'm saying? But it's all contingent. His next season coming into the league is all contingent upon what we do this year. He's not going to be traded. I know people are saying if he does stay, he's going to be traded. I do believe he's going to stay with the Lakers until he gets out of the NBA. If we win this year, there's a strong possibility he could come back. Now, here's the problem. If he comes back, I would want him, in order for us to keep moving forward in the future, I would want him to take less money. I would want him to come back for another 52, 53, 49 million. If he wants to continue to win, he to take the money he take this year, he take less money next year in order to make room for somebody else to come in. That's what I think he should do. And it's not because he wouldn't deserve the money, but just to do what's best for the team, for the betterment of the team. And it also shut his haters up a little bit. Okay, LeBron took only 27 million. Wow. Does that make you niggas happy? He took 27 million in order to bring somebody over here. You know what I'm talking about? So we win this year, 2026, come back 2027. let's say we repeat. 2028, LeBron is out of here. He will have played 25 years in the league, 25 full years in the league. And I believe that. I could be totally wrong. And ladies and gentlemen, something else happens in 2028, 2027, 2028. That's when Giannis Antetokounmpo becomes a motherfucking agent. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, something is a brewing in Los Angeles, California, down here at El Segundo Laker offices, Laker headquarters, El Segundo, California, which is only about 7.5, 8 minutes away from me right now in Compton. Something is brewing down the street, man, and I'm gonna get to the goddamn bottom of it. Giannis Antetokounmpo is coming to LA. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know when y'all gonna start listening to Unc. I've been right. I was right when I told people Shaq was coming over here in 94. He came over here 2 years later. I was right when I told people LeBron was coming over here in 2017. He came over here 2 years later. I'm right when I tell motherfuckers, hey, Giannis is coming over here. 2 years from now, that nigga gonna be here. And if he comes over here, I swear before God, I want to hear apologies from motherfuckers that shot me down about it. And I want a national YouTube holiday for being right yet again. National Major Day. Everybody get free Randy's Donuts. You know what I'm talking about? Only 1 dozen per customer, though. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't that rich. I'm talking about. Shout out to everybody for showing up to the channel right now. I don't know how many people is viewing me right now, but it don't matter. It can be 3 motherfuckers in here. Thank y'all for showing up, man, and showing some love. Go James said, let's be honest. The haters know we haven't played the best of the best teams right now. We would look good against certain mid-level teams. That's absolutely true. Not saying I don't like the win for us, but are we better with LeBron? But we are better with LeBron. Yeah, we are. I mean, how could we not be? Especially if he comes back and he's bought into this new. He knows this is Luka's team. I do believe he knows that. If he's bought into his proper role, we don't need to. He don't need to give us 25, 8, and 8 anymore. I would elect to let these young guys cook myself. If he comes back and says, you know what, I'm cool putting up 17 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 17, 10 and 10. Hey, points go down, rebounds and assists go up. Is that going to make him any less in the GOAT conversation? Not to me. As a matter of fact, it's going to actually bolster the conversation, because the GOATs of the day that people, consider their GOATs, Jordan, Kobe, they would never. Oh no, nigga, I got to get mine before you get yours. You know what I'm talking about? So you think, there's no I in team, but there's an ME in that motherfucker. But if he comes back and he's bought into that, hey, motherfuckers won't have nothing else to say about that. Brother's so goddamn polarizing. It's no really in between with this dude. No, it's not. You either gonna love me or hate me. Not many will stay in the middle with that for real. Just love and respect for greatness. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like like I said, I was a fan of the guy before he came to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching his whole career. I heard rumblings about him before he went to the NBA. I've always known about this kid being on the radar. Yeah, I'm talking about. I've always known about it. So I can't. When you got cousins and things like that, that's about his age or whatever, they was hearing about it too. Hey, Unc, be on the lookout for this LeBron nigga. This nigga, who the hell is that? He's playing football right now. 14, 15 years old, you know what I'm saying? Wide receiver, quarterback, he playing it all. But he can sky, he can jump. I'm hearing about this in the 90s. The late 90s, 98, 99. 3-4 years later, here come LeBron. But I heard my nephews talk about this shit 98, 99, 97. I've always heard about this dude. Didn't know he was going to have an impact 23 years later. But I always heard about this kid. And I've always been a fan of his. Damn, I like how that kid play. He reminded me of somebody. He reminded me of a couple players rolling to one. See, so while everybody was jumping on the train and becoming fans when he came to the NBA, I was already becoming a fan before he got here. That's why I can't hate on him. When I knew he was coming to the Lakers, I couldn't. I was the first nigga that is a Laker fan to accept him. The only people that didn't accept LeBron was people who love Kobe as much as they love Kobe. I love Kobe too. But there's enough love in my heart to say, hey, man, this dude is a super. We ain't getting a bum over here. Some people couldn't put their love for Kobe to the side and allow LeBron to come over here and be who he is today. He's never felt like family. He's never felt like he was a part of the family. Because motherfuckers automatically started hating on him because they love Kobe. Like, you can't have both. And I say there's enough room in your heart for every great player that comes here. I hate Jordan, but he's a great player. I hated Bird, but he was a great player. And guess what? If any one of those motherfuckers had to come to the Lakers in any portion of their career, I would have hated them until they signed that goddamn contract and they was in a purple and gold uniform. That's how it goes. It was easy for me to love LeBron because I was already a fan of his. So when he came over here, it was a no-brainer for me. Everybody else was kind of skeptical. Some people finally have come over like, hey, no, LeBron, he helped us get a championship. He helped bring some type of relevancy back to the organization. I can't hate him. But some people started off hating him. Some people hate him from Jump Street and still hate him to this day. No matter what he does, they hate him. No matter what. Yeah, he got us the championship, but so what? It's in the bubble. How could you disrespect Kobe like that? Calling it a bubble championship and it don't count as disrespect to Kobe. Little do y'all know. How could you love Kobe when Kobe endorsed this guy, respected this guy, loved this kid, and you hate him, but you love Kobe? Even Kobe was happy with LeBron being over. Yeah, man, it's shit. I love the Lakers so much that I want us to win still. Why do you think he was showing up to every game? Kobe was coming to just about every goddamn game, was he not? You think he was coming to the game for Brandon Ingram and fucking the Ball brother and Jordan Clarkson? He wasn't coming to the game for them motherfuckers. He come to the game for AD and LeBron. That's just the way it is, and you motherfuckers can't stand it. Too bad. Too bad. Magic, my favorite Laker, one of the Laker greats. Definitely on the Mount Rushmore of Laker greats. Endorsed for LeBron to come here. You motherfuckers can't say shit. One of the greatest Lakers of all time endorsed for the dude to come over here. Arguably the greatest Laker of all time gave his nod of approval. Yep. Not that they needed Kobe's approval, but he was like, yeah, get him here. I like him. You know what I'm talking about? Haters. You ain't got nothing to say, man. You can love Kobe and respect LeBron at the same time. You don't have to love Kobe and hate LeBron. You don't have to love LeBron and hate Kobe for the people that hate Kobe. You don't have to love Jordan and hate Kobe, or love Kobe and hate Jordan, or love Jordan and hate LeBron. Stop that. These dudes is great, all of them. Why can't all of them share the spotlight of greatness? All of them. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I look at LeBron as being one of the greatest of all time. Kareem is still, in my heart of hearts, Kareem is still my GOAT. There's nothing nobody can do to ever change my mind about that. When it comes to, not the NBA, when it comes to the game of basketball, period, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar motherfucking Jabbar is my GOAT of basketball. And if you want to find out why, I'll be doing a show on Kareem, strictly a show on Kareem, and I will tell you why that motherfucker will always be, in my heart of hearts, he will always be my GOAT. This motherfucker won on every basketball level imaginable. He won in high school. He won in college. Matter of fact, he didn't even lose a game until he got to the NBA. Won in high school, won in college, won in the NBA, 6 championships. If you want to count all his championships combined, oh my God. Don't get me started. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kareem for me. Now argue with me about that. You want to talk about who's really the GOAT of basketball? Niggas can have the GOAT arguments of Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. They can have the GOAT argument in the NBA. Fuck that. I supersede all that shit and say Kareem is the GOAT of basketball. Argue with your mama. Save the drama for Obama. You know what I'm talking about? And that's the way it is, and that's the way it's going to goddamn be. Go James says, Cuzzo. I saw that dummy in the comments on YouTube saying Bron was ducking the Bucks. And you and some others told him that he was going to play Tuesday because of the road trip. He's practicing right now. Yes, he was practicing. Motherfuckers thought, okay, well, he's not practicing. He's out of practice protocol. I mean, he's out of the medical health protocol. So now he could come, he could gear up for the team. Let him go ahead and fly down 2,000 miles to fucking Milwaukee. No, dumb motherfucker. He wasn't go do that. See, this is a person that's playing the game the right way. No, LeBron, we said Tuesday. Okay, I'm going to do whatever it is that y'all want me to do. You want me to practice the G League? That's what I'm going to do. He's done everything right, and people are still mad at him or hate him. He could have said, okay, I'm not that much in pain no more. Let me fly out there with the team and only play one road game trip. How fucking stupid does this? And I got another narrative to shoot down. No, he's doing everything in his power to give. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen LeBron practicing? Have you seen him putting clips up of himself, shooting threes and dunking and all that? You haven't really seen him doing that since his sciatica recovery process. You know why? Because it puts attention on. He knows it puts attention on him to take the attention off what the team is doing. But motherfuckers say he's selfish. Because if he was doing all that, look what LeBron is doing right now. Every single dunk, oh my God, this is what he's doing. The King is coming back. He knows it took the attention off what these guys are doing now. Right now, they're playing decent basketball. No, I want these young dudes to go out here and succeed without me. He was at just about every game before the practices, before his medical stint started wrapping up. He was just about every game. What more do you want from the dude? He's at every. You think he don't want to be at every game to support his team? When you see him on the sidelines over there, every time his team would score, he jumping up, cheering for the team. Nick Smith Jr. shoot a three, make it. Aiden make a shot, get a dunk. Dexter Hayes, his son, make a play. Marcus Smart, he's all into the team. Sitting up on that high chair, that lumbar pillow with the sciatica pillow and all that for his back and stuff like that. Motherfuckers, why he's... I was hearing motherfuckers talk about his chair. Why is he sitting up so high? You dumb motherfucker. Do you understand what sciatica is? That's a lumbar pillow he's sitting on. That elevates and decompresses his back. You wouldn't know that shit. You need to talk to a motherfucker that know, like how I know. Looking at the way he walk and look at how he move. You make one false move and that motherfucker shit go say, why he ain't practicing with the big squad? Why the fuck you think you got him practicing light practices? You don't just bring a motherfucker back from an injury like that. You gradually mix him back into the fold. You don't just say, okay, LeBron, you're LeBron, go out there. Man, sciatica don't give a fuck if you LeBron. That shit hurt like a bitch. And until you understand what that shit really feel like, really should shut the fuck up. You know what I'm talking about? I'm hearing niggas saying the dumbest shit. How come he ain't out there right now? He's faking an injury. He's doing it to, oh man, y'all. I try to ignore it, bro, but it's hard. It's hard because you just want to slap a motherfucker and say, nigga, shut the fuck up and watch the game. If you hate this motherfucker so bad, stop talking about him. You love the Lakers, right? Watch the goddamn Laker game. How about that? I knew LeBron was coming back. I said it. How many shows I said it up here? Major Level Entertainment. I told y'all he was going to come back 14 to 16 games in. Ladies and gentlemen, by the time we play tomorrow, it will be 15 games in without LeBron James. I said he'd come in between the 14 and 16 game mark. He'd more than likely play during the Pelicans game, the Bucks game, or the first Jazz game. If not, he's going to come back the second time we play the Jazz at their house on November 23rd. What is he doing, ladies and gentlemen? He's coming back tomorrow. Once again, your uncle was right. Told y'all. He wasn't going to go to the end of December and nothing like that. The motherfucker is geared to come back right on schedule. And ladies and gentlemen, November the 18th, that is middle to late part of November. They said he would come back mid-November. Didn't they say that last month? Where we at? Tomorrow's the 18th. He'll be here. And ladies and gentlemen, on a schedule, like I said, it would be on schedule. I said by the time LeBron came back, if he came back at the 14-game mark, this is what I said. You can go back and quote me on it. Well, he came back at the 14-game mark. What I say, in 14 games, I want it to be at least 10-4. In 16 games, I want it to be at least 10-6. Ladies and gentlemen, we just made it to the 15th game with LeBron tomorrow. Guess where we are? 10-4. When is y'all motherfuckers gonna listen to me, man? This is muscle memory for me, bro. I done been around this game too long. Am I always gonna get it right? No, of course not. I don't know everything. I'm not Nostradamus. But I know enough to know when these dudes have certain injuries. Having a wife that's a doctor, me reading up on medical stuff and understanding medical things and having dealing with certain things in my body due to age and things like that. I just know from experience. Sometimes experience is better than what you can see on Google or what you hear, because experience is true to life experience. Why the fuck you think Google and Wikipedia exists? That exists off somebody's experience of something. Y'all forget, I predate Google. I've been alive longer than Google been around. I've been alive longer than Wikipedia been around. We didn't have Wikipedia back in the day. You know how we research shit? Your goddamn old ass uncle, or your grandpops, or your daddy, or your big brother, or the Encyclopedia Britannica. We didn't have no fucking Google or no Yahoo search. We didn't have that shit. You know what you had? You had older motherfuckers that was alive to see the shit. That's what you had. How many points did Magic Johnson have yesterday? Pops couldn't go to Google. Hey, let me Google that, son. No. Magic had 35 points last night and 17 rebounds. You know how I know? Because I was there. It was in the newspaper. See, I'm old school, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the bridge between old school and this new shit. My generation is the generation that created Google and Wikipedia so that lazy motherfuckers could go look up shit instead of asking your goddamn uncle about it. What certain things I don't have to go to Google for. You ask me something right now, I don't have to go to Google for it. If I was there, I was there. Hey, Cuzzo, you remember the game between Boston in 1986 or Boston and Lakers in 1986? Well, how many points Bird scored? I might be a little flimsy on that because that was 40 years ago. But I was there. I was alive then. I could tell you, oh, okay, I remember that game. Okay, Kevin McHale got fouled out. You know, that's why OGs exist, man. That's why OGs exist. You know what I'm talking about? So, Cuzzo said, my bad, I meant Instagram. I saw your comments. Y'all left dude ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Making niggas look like fools, Cuzzo. Cuzzo said, it's crazy. Bron getting smoked, and he's not even playing right now. But Reeves' ass isn't getting smoked for motherfuckers, for real. These niggas nasty, Cuzzo. Anything for that token white boy. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It's complexion for the protection. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro. That's just the law of the land. You know what I'm talking about? We just got to go along with it. Cuzzo says, like, coward Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? Calling out Bron, talking about as a father. But he didn't call out Jordan for his sons being trash as fuck. You know what I'm talking about? In college and not making the league. Giannis got all his brothers in. Yep. Nobody's talking about those things. But it's okay. He threatens certain legacies, so they're gonna hate him more than anybody else. That's just the way that goes. He said niggas thought Dame was gonna stay loyal, and look what happened. dude that said, he said, get me out of these motherfuckers, man. Get me out of this motherfucker. He had a chance to go get a shot at the title, but things didn't work out. Yeah, it's okay to leave a team, bro. You can still love the team, love the city, and whatever the case may be. But if you're making a business decision for yourself, fuck what the fans is talking about. You go do what's best for your career. Fuck all that. Motherfucker, oh, he went to go put together a super team. What the fuck you think he's supposed to do? I'm not about to put together a bunch of bums. I'm going to get the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. Suck my dick. You know what I'm talking about? I hate when motherfuckers say that. Oh, man, them motherfuckers got put together a super team. You goddamn Skippy. I want the best of the best. If I'm putting together a group of motherfuckers to represent major level entertainment, if somebody came to me and said, "Hey, Major, put together your 5 best motherfuckers that's gonna give a proper take, that's gonna give that real raw grit, and come up here and put together your top team, and they come up here and bring them up here to the ESPN." Nigga, I'm grabbing the best. Nigga, I'm grabbing DJ. Pause. Yeah. I'm not grabbing DJ, but I'm saying I'm grabbing little bro. I'm getting Cuzzo. I'm getting Joe. I'm getting motherfuckers that know the game. Motherfuckers that's gonna give the real raw and not give a fuck and not give it to emotions. And motherfuckers that's gonna get up here, they ain't gonna scream, they ain't gonna yell, they ain't gonna holler. They gonna get up there and give you a proper take. Whether you like that motherfucking take or not, they're going to give you the real, the raw, the right every single time. There's only a few motherfuckers I'm taking with me. You goddamn right. I want the best of the best. I want the best point guard I could get, the best shooting guard I could get, the best small forward I could get, the best power forward I could get, the best center I could get. And then I'm going to build out the best bench that I can get. You goddamn right I'm building a fucking super team. So what? Oh, he got to build a super team. You damn Skippy, I got to build a super team. Just because you build a super team, dumb motherfuckers, don't mean you're going to win. I hate that narrative, oh, he's building a super team, as if motherfuckers didn't build super teams before. What the fuck you think the Boston Celtics was in the 80s? A fucking super team. Kevin McHale wasn't no slouch. Dennis Johnson wasn't no slouch. Bird wasn't no slouch. Robert Parrish wasn't no slouch. The fuck out of here. That's a super team. Lakers did it before, early in the 2000s. When we got Peyton and Malone, who was still pretty decent in their careers. And Shaq and Kobe. And we didn't do a goddamn thing. So don't tell me shit about super teams. Barkley and Pippen and Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler, super team. They act like LeBron is the first motherfucker that did that shit. That shit irks me. No, he ain't. But you ain't. If you wasn't alive back then, you wouldn't know that shit. That's why niggas like me gotta fucking tell you. You think you've been watching basketball since 03. So motherfuckers like, oh, LeBron started a super team. No, he didn't. They've been doing super teams since before I was alive. Get the fuck out of here. You know how many superstars the Lakers done had all at once? Motherfuckers that were stars in their own right. Spencer Hayward and Happy Hairston and Nick and fucking Norm Nixon and Magic and Kareem. Then we go get one of the best dudes in college, Worthy. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Niggas is mad. That's what I say. Be fair in your assessment. Don't hate a motherfucker because the motherfucker beat your guys. That's what the fuck it is. He beat your guy threatening niggas' legacies. But he really don't threaten niggas' legacies. He just came in and he was better than people for a longer time. That's all it is. Niggas are so scared he's going to threaten Jordan's legacy. No, he doesn't. Even if he won 6, he wouldn't threaten. Jordan is already a legend. Can't threaten somebody's legacy, already a fucking legend. Why is niggas so worried about this dude playing as long as he's playing? Now, yes, he got the bragging rights to say, I played longer, I played better for longer, yeah. But him continuing to play the game that he loves doesn't hurt anybody's legacy, not even his. Well, he's only won 4 championships in 23 years. Yeah, you dumb motherfucker. There's been a lot of people that's played 20 years and then win 1. Shut the fuck up. And go suck a disease lesion-ridden horse dick. Get sick of motherfuckers, man, talking that emotional ass shit. Fuck, shut up. Damn. I want that motherfucker to play as long as he wants to play. Till the fucking wheels fall off. If you're still good enough to play, this goes for anybody. If you're still good enough to play the game, whatever sport you in, play that motherfucking shit. Fuck what the fans is talking about because they too chicken shit because they think that you're going to surpass somebody. Man, play that motherfucker until you can't play it no more. That's what I say. If that nigga, if he can play 30 goddamn years, let him play 30 motherfucking years. I don't care. Let you bitches cry a little longer. He ain't gonna play 30 years though. I believe he's gonna give you 24 to 25 years by the time his career is up. He's gonna give you another 1 to 2 more years, and then he's gonna sell off into the sunset. That's what I personally believe. Y'all could come back in 2 years and tell me if I was right or wrong. Now, do I think he should sign another big contract? No, I don't think so. If he wants to do his best for the team that he's on, he won't sign another big contract. He'll sign just enough to, stay, be interested with the team, and also to allow the team to get better young players over here. That's it. I do believe that he's intelligent enough to do that, especially if he wants to win another championship. Cuzzo said them millions. I think Cuzzo make them niggas forget about the losing for real, for real. It's always going to be all-time great that don't win in every sport. Dudes just get lost in the sauce. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cuzzo, YKD ain't shout out Kyle Lowry. He did, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, because he's still in the league too. I forgot about Kyle Lowry. Said Cuzzo, remember he did say that he wasn't gonna be playing around until the Olympics. That's 2028 Olympics for those who want to know. Said, yeah, but what's crazy is that the next Olympics is in Los Angeles, isn't it? Yes, it is, Cuzzo. Yes, it is. Hey, he may retire just short of that. But I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back at 44 years old and plays in the Olympics. Cuzzo, if he played in the Olympics at 44 years old and they win the gold again, I quit, bro. I quit. Yeah. At that point, I'm like, if he comes, yeah. We'll see, man. That's 3 years away. 2.5 years away. We'll see, bro. We'll see. The Bandwagoneer is in the building. Shout out to the Bandwagoneer. I'm reading this from 2:15 p.m. He might not even be up here no more. He said, tell the GMs and owners to take less. They making more off of him. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, that's right, Bandwagoneer. They are. You know what I'm talking about? It's those white boys that's making all the goddamn money. You know what I'm talking about? Go James says, the Grand Bandwagoneer in the building. And he's laughing at him, you know what I'm talking about? Amanda Rivera. A shout out to Amanda, you know what I'm talking about? My girl, your girl, you know what I'm talking about? Family said, figures, I come home early and you're streaming. Oh, man, shout out to Amanda. It's been a minute since you've been over here. That's right. Shout out to Amanda, y'all. Amanda says, yeah, and they're all Hall of Famers. Yep, that's exactly what they are. And they didn't even have to win no rings. So, winning rings is just the icing on the cake. But you get into any sport you play, the ultimate thing is to win, of course. But to make it to that Hall of Fame, your name is solidified in the annals of sports history, no matter if you want a ring or goddamn not. Shout out to Amanda. A made man, he said, salute, made man. It's been a minute, man. I got to get you that wrench. I don't know what the hell I'm waiting on. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you over here a little bit more, man, so I can throw that wrench to you. Amanda Rivera said, that's why I love watching Mitch Richmond. Yep. He was basically on Gilligan's Island and still kicked ass. Absolutely. Shout out to Amanda. Go James says, and the Celtics had Bill Walton as the sixth man, I think. Yeah, at one point in time they did. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out for Go James for that history. You know what I'm talking about? Made man says, back when Boston used to buy draft picks, Rick. Yep. Uh-huh. The Bandwagoneer said, that's why I get on AG about the KD thing. Yeah, I agree. People they give KD so much flack. Oh, he left. I don't like him because he left. Man, stop that emotional shit. He left because he fucking left. God damn. There's no rule book in life that says you got to stay somewhere where you're getting minimal production. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Are you gonna stay on a job whereby you're not getting more benefits after you've been on that motherfucker and has done an exemplary job for years? You start off with the company, you make $20 an hour. 5 years later, you're still making $20 an hour and you superseding everybody in your job. But the job down the street, Hall and Associates, is hiring for the same position you're doing, but they paying their people to start $26 an hour. What the fuck you gonna do? You gonna stay here, be loyal because you with this company for 5 years, or you gonna take your black ass over there? Nigga, I'm taking my motherfucking ass over there. Nigga, I'm not loyal to nothing when it comes to be better in my future for myself and for my family. The only thing I'm loyal to is my goddamn wife. I'm loyal to my wife. I'm loyal to my family. I'm not loyal to no goddamn business. I don't give a fuck how long I've been working for them. You know what I'm talking about? Not loyal. That's why I'm a private contractor now. Yes, I work for a company when I did private security and bodyguard and bouncing, where I allowed them to send me on contracts. Now I write my own contract. Okay, Major, you're only going to make a certain amount off of us. We got a $25,000 contract. We only going to give you $6,000 because we got to divvy up this money. Okay, cool. I did that for some years. Once I got my credentials up under me, you know what I did? Let me fall back. I'll be a consultant for you, but nigga, I work for me. Guess what? Now when I get a $10, $15, $25,000 contract, that money is all mine. The only way that I don't get all of that is if I hire motherfuckers myself to go out there and do it. For the most part, ladies and gentlemen, I am still physically active, very much so, even though I'm half of 100. So if somebody give me a $10,000 contract to guard a motherfucker for 3, 4, 5 hours, I'm doing it my goddamn self. You know what I'm taking with me? I'm taking my weapons of choice and all the skills that I have acquired over a long ass time in my life. Every boxing skill, every Kempo skill, all my Marine skills, that's enough for me. That's enough. And I'm still quick on the trigger, still quick with these hands, still quick with these feet, and will wrestle a motherfucking grizzly bear to the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, give me my whole goddamn check. I'm not working for no damn company no more. Now you pay me to consult for your company, but when it comes to private contracts, if Beyonce come to town and her security detail needs to be beefed up, she brought her own security detail with her, but the head of her security detail reaches out to me, said, Major, you know what I'm saying? We got your number from such and such, la-di-da. We need extra added security walking down Wilshire. All right. $8,000. How long y'all need me? 2 hours. $8,000. $4,000. I can write my own ticket, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad I'm able to do that now. That's what I do now. And guess what? I'm not beholden to anybody. I'm beholden to myself. If it's best for you to leave a situation to go make more money for your team, for the future of your family, or whatever the case may be, then goddamn it, go for it. You ain't got to be loyal to them. You ain't got to stay somewhere in the goddamn dump because you worried about fans. They're gonna say, oh, you're just loyal for leaving the Warriors. You're just loyal for leaving Portland. You're just loyal. Nigga, go wherever the fuck you want to go or when you want to go there. I'm going to what's going to be the best case scenario for me, and I'm going to what's going to make me the most money for my family. Period, point, fucking blank. Get mad at me. Come see me when you see me in the street. That's what I tell a nigga. You mad? You mad because I left that company? All right, fight me for it then. You don't want to fight me? Shut the fuck up. You stay in limbo. Nigga, I'm not. Period. And Mike Alexander, my guy. He said, "What's up, Big Major?" Shout out to Mike Alexander, ladies and gentlemen, my guy. Go James says, "So what matters then, making the Hall of Fame or winning the rings? Because there's guys that have won or win that don't make the Hall of Fame. You know what? I think it's subjective because I think it's what's the most important to you. Now, if I'm playing sport, right? Of course, I want to win championship, win ring, whatever the case may be. And I want to make the Hall of Fame. But here's why I would take the Hall of Fame over making a ring, just in case I didn't win a ring. I've seen players that are role players, right? Win rings on teams, on the back of teams that they played on. Pawn their ring because they've fallen on bad times. A lot of these people are champions because they were on a team full of champions. Champions on the team. They walk into a pawn shop, they don't even recognize them. People don't recognize them in the street no more. They don't know their names anymore. You know what I'm saying? They've fallen out of the history books. Yeah, we know you because you won a ring with the Lakers, but now you're pawning your ring. So what are you? You're just another nigga that rode the coattails of champions and won a ring off of it. Whereas if you go to the Hall of Fame, they will always know your name. Because guess what? You can't pawn your Hall of Fame ticket. You can't do that. You're in that motherfucker for the rest of your natural ass life. You get a ring and your name is Bob Phillips, 15th man on the bench. Nobody remembers and gives a fuck about you. You pawn a ring, get 10, 15,000 off of it, and boom, you fade off until obscurity. But Bob Phillips, Los Angeles Laker player, who was good enough to make the Hall of fucking Fame, that is for life. That is a legacy. Winning the goddamn ring, riding the coattail of stars is not a legacy. You won a goddamn ring. You got lucky to be on a team that won a ring. That's like I hit a pinata, right? I hit the pinata. I do all the work. I got the blindfold on, beat the shit out of the pinata, knock all the goddamn candy out, but Cuba's standing right up under there with a goddamn bag. Cuba got all the candy that I beat out of the pinata. I did the beating. All Cuba did was stand there and reap the benefits. Do you understand what I'm saying? LeBron did the beating. Kobe did the beating. Jordan did the beating. Bird did the beating. Player 15 reaped the benefits and got a goddamn ring off of it and didn't do a motherfucking thing. You see the difference? But guess who's going to the Hall of Fame? Kobe, LeBron, Shaq, Jordan, Bird, Pippen, Barkley, Malone. Hall of Fame don't give a fuck if you win rings or not. That goes to show you the ring culture don't really mean shit. It's bragging, it's personal bragging rights. But the Hall of Fame accepts you for what you've done overall. That's why some people are in multiple Hall of Fames. The College Hall of Fame, the NBA Hall of Fame, the NFL Hall of Fame, the MLB Hall of Fame, the NHL Hall of Fame, the Boxing Hall of Fame. I'd rather be in the Hall of Fame. If I don't win no ring, at least let me be good enough to have impacted the game enough to put me in the Hall of motherfucking Fame. Rings don't mean a goddamn thing. You can pawn those motherfuckers and people don't give a shit. But your name will always be in history. Alexander said, you better ask somebody. Go James is laughing. Amanda says, yeah, and they make a bust of you. You damn Skippy, they do. At least in the NFL that does that. Yep. Said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, says Amanda. Go James says, guys like Patrick McCaw won 2 championships with the Warriors and 1 with the Raptors. But casual fans will make it seem like the rings are the end all be. Yes, exactly. I agree 100%. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame, because Hall of Famers matter. Yep. Think about it. Robert Horry, never been a star. He got 7 rings, right? Is Robert in the Hall of Fame? There you have it. John Havlicek won 8 rings. He's a star. Is he in the Hall of Fame? You bet your ass he is. See, that's the difference. Tim Duncan, he won his rings. Hall of Fame. The bottom nigga on the totem pole over there with the Spurs. Won the rings during Tim Duncan's years. Is he in the Hall of Fame? No. You can't even remember who the fuck he is. He go pawn his ring. Pawn shops don't even know who the fuck he is. But they'll always know who Tim Duncan is. Because even if Tim Duncan give up all his rings, Tim Duncan's in a Hall of motherfucking Fame. That's the way it goes, ladies and gentlemen. DJ says, and now people are trying to discredit the Hall of Fame saying everybody gets in. You see that? I noticed that. I'm about to shoot that down right quick, bro. Amanda says Robert Horry is not a Hall of Fame. Yep, exactly. My point. DJ just said they try to discredit the Hall of Fame saying everybody gets in. I've seen that. Everybody get in, right? How come there's people with rings that haven't people? There's people with rings right now that some people say they're not first ballot or they're not even a shoe in. Rondo got 2 rings. People are still arguing whether or not he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame or not, right? Chris Paul don't have a fucking ring. And they'll put him in the Hall of Fame over Rondo. They're ready to put him in the Hall of Fame over Rondo when he retires. That's going to show you rings don't mean nothing, number one. Not in the grand scheme of things. Number 2, if everybody got in, why the fuck are there still people? Why did it take some players who retired a long time ago a time to even to get considered to get into that motherfucker? Everybody don't get in. You know how many Laker greats there were? They're all not in. And they were great players. How many NBA players there were? Not all in. Great players. Some won rings, some didn't win rings. So everybody don't get in. See, this is the narrative motherfuckers push when they losing. Oh, well, now, just rings don't matter. Now everybody gets in the Hall of Fame, so that doesn't matter. Fuck out of here, man. Moving the goalposts is what these bitches do. Oh, my guy ain't got enough rings. My guy got rings, but they say rings don't matter. But the Hall of Fame doesn't either. Yeah, because your guy got rings off the back of Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers. That's why. That's why. Barkley, no rings. Hall of Famer. You know why? Because Barkley did something other motherfuckers wasn't doing at his time. He was a 6'4", 6'5", power forward, out-rebounding big motherfuckers of his day. Karl Malone and Kevin Willis and Terry Cummings. These guys, 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", 7 feet. And he's 6'5" doing it. One of the greatest power forwards of all time. My favorite power forward. Not saying he's better than Tim Duncan, but he's my personal favorite. We're about the same size, same height. I played power forward when I did play basketball. I rebounded like Barkley. I jumped like Barkley. I patterned my game after that nigga. Guess what? No ring, but you'll always remember Barkley. He was a superstar. Put ass in the seat when he was with his last years in Philadelphia. Put ass in the seat when he was with the Suns. Helped boast their whole community over there. They wasn't doing shit before he got there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I may not like Barkley's takes, but you can't tell me he ain't one of the greatest power forwards you ever seen play. Go watch Barkley highlights and tell me, come back and talk to me. He had to stand up against niggas like Malone. Do you know what Malone is built like? Malone is fucking LeBron. That nigga 6'9", 275 goddamn pounds of muscle. And Barkley was bodying this nigga. Barkley fucking 200, they say he was 250. That nigga was more like 300 pounds, 280, 6'5", jumping up off the yamming on niggas. Yamming on Mark Eaton, yamming on Ewing, yamming on Parrish, yamming on Michael Thompson, yamming on all these 7-foot niggas at 6'5", averaging fucking 13, 14 rebounds a goddamn game. Guess what? No ring. Does that mean he was terrible because he get a ring? No. He didn't have the proper motherfuckers around him at the proper time. That's just the way it goes sometimes. But the motherfucker still was great enough to make it to the Hall of Fame. I'm telling you, rings don't mean a goddamn thing. That's individual. For the team. The team won. Each individual person on the team gets a ring. But how did you impact the game as an individual person enough to get you individually in the Hall of Fame? Teams don't go into, whole teams ain't going into the Hall of Fame. Lakers, the 2020 Lakers won a championship. That don't mean the 2020 Lakers is getting into the motherfucking Hall of Fame. Everybody got a ring. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Alex Caruso, Danny Green, Marquise Morris, Kostas Antetokounmpo. These motherfuckers ain't never going to smell the Hall of Fame, but they got a ring. See what I'm saying? So for me, getting into the Hall of Fame after my career is over is more important than getting a goddamn ring. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, you can go buy a replica ring right now that looks so real. You can buy a replica ring, 7, 8, 9,000, and then go sell it as a real ring on the streets for 10, 15,000. Ring don't mean a goddamn thing. I could go buy a ring right now. I know a motherfucker that make them downtown LA in the Jury District. Don't tell me shit about no fucking ring. You can't fabricate a Hall of Fame career. You cannot fabricate that. And ladies and gentlemen, making it to the Hall of Fame is the most important thing to me. Argue with your mama about it. I said what I said. Cuzzo says, wait, Cuzzo. So you mean to tell me that stats and achievements matter more than because guys that make it don't make it have chips. Yeah, it's like I say, man, it's a zero-sum proposition, man. It's subjective. You know what I'm saying? One thing might be more important than the other to other. It all depends on who you are. But to me, Hall of Fame is important because not everybody gets in, despite what haters will say. Not everybody gets in the motherfucking Hall of Fame. That's bullshit. Imagine, Chris Paul had a solid career. He almost became a Laker when Kobe played. Yes, he did have a solid career. No ring, but he's still considered for the Hall of Fame. Westbrook, no ring. My damn nephew, still considered for the Hall of Fame. Rondo got 2. They have to fight to put him in. See what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be straight up. Rondo deserves a Hall of Fame shot too. Fuck y'all, not because of the ring, but because Rondo was truly one of the last true point guards. He impacted the teams that he was on. Great floor general, great leader. If you're going to put Paul in there and nephew up in there, then goddamn it, Rondo deserves a spot too. Fuck what y'all talking about. Matter says, and Barkley said, guys in the Hall of Fame with the ring make fun of him. Yeah, now that's true. You go get in there, you might get a couple guys in there with rings, the Hall of Fame, whatever. They make fun of him, but guess what? They make fun of him, but they can't supplant his spot in the Hall of Fame. There's not going to be a person in the NBA from that time that's going to tell you Barkley was a bad player. No, he was just on teams that just didn't win. He was not a bad player. Barkley used to cook motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what nobody talk about. Jordan was afraid of Barkley for a minute. Who is this short, pudgy motherfucker coming in here? 300 pounds could jump out the goddamn gym. Powerful. Rebound like a motherfucking machine. Because people forgot. He played with Moses Malone over there all those years in Philadelphia. Moses Malone y'all know he was a rebound god. Put some respect on Barkley's name. Don't like his take, but you're going to respect his name. You know what I'm talking about? And he's the shortest power forward, too. That's right, Amanda. 6'5", ladies and gentlemen, is short when it comes to power forwards. I played power forward in high school. And high school is not that short. But 6'5" is pretty much the standard. You know, but in the NBA, 6'5" is a shooting guard, maybe small forward status. That nigga played power forward amongst beasts and monsters. Amanda says, personally, I like Dennis Rodman. He was my favorite power forward. Yeah, see? Dennis Rodman. Didn't score worth a goddamn, but people loved him. He didn't score, averaged 3, 4, 5 points a game, but 19 goddamn rebounds. It's you like what you like. It ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm trying to tell niggas. Mooch says, "What up, Amanda?" She says, "Hello, Mooch. This is DJ. If you didn't know, LOL. This is my other channel." Said, "Oh, okay. I'll give you a follow." Yeah, that's what's up. Mooch said, "Appreciate ya." You know what I'm talking about? Amanda says, "But the Jews fall off." Absolutely. Bandwagon says, "Rondo is easily a Hall of Famer." You damn skippy he is. And you know what, Bandwagon? If they don't put Rondo in the Hall of Fame, I will personally hunt down each and every last motherfucker that is responsible for determining who goes into the Hall of Fame or not. And I'm just here to tell you, hey, look, you know, things happen, accidents happen. You know, I'm talking about, hey, look, you're going to put my damn nephew in the Hall of Fame, man. It's just what you just got to do. You know what I'm talking about? Go James says, Rondo probably should get in, but the achievements and the accolades come into play. He doesn't really have anything over the other guys like Russ and Jimmy. That's yeah. If they're looking at the achievements and accolades, yeah, absolutely. Only thing he has over them is the rings. Now, if they're just going to go by the rings, he gets in that motherfucker. But we already just said rings don't really matter to certain people. But he has the champs over them there. Yep, absolutely. The Bandwagon says, plus, you get into the Hall of Fame based on college and overseas play. So technically, JJ could get in there because of his college career. Yeah, he was an excellent player. Right, exactly, Cuba. Exactly. That's why Kareem, when it comes to Kareem could be in the Hall of Fame because of high school, college, and the NBA. And he can actually get in there as two different people. I like the Bandwagon up here. You got the Bandwagon, and then you got Cuba. Well, you had Kareem and you had Lou Alcindor. College and high school, Lou Alcindor. NBA, Kareem. 2 Hall of Fame careers. Argue with your mama. Amanda says, LOL, Major gonna be like, that dude fell off his bike trying to climb up the stairs. Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's how he does it. The Bandwagon says, I personally think CP3 is a better player than Rondo. Overall, yeah. You got to give it because you got to put the stats in there and stuff like that. But when it comes to the great IQ point guards of the day, you got to put. Remember, LeBron once said that Rondo is probably the smartest player that he's ever. He's on par or supersede LeBron's IQ level. LeBron said that. That's saying something when somebody is high IQ as LeBron says that. He said it about nobody else. Rondo didn't play the team. He played to beat the coach. If they don't put that boy in the Hall of Fame, man, somebody gonna have to get in the ring with me. Oh my mama, bro. Mooch, DJ says, LeBron said Dennis Schroeder should be in the Hall of Fame. I think LeBron was. I think LeBron had to be playing, bro. He better have been playing. You know, LeBron like to joke sometimes. Yeah, I hope he was playing. You know what I'm talking about? The Bandwagon says, another thing from these Jordan JDRs. In 2020 on ESPN poll, the Jordan fans literally voted Jordan as the GOAT. College player over Kareem. There is no fucking way. What? Let me shoot that down right quick, Cuba. When Kareem was in college, there was no doubt who was the best player all his years in college. There was never any doubt from day one to his last day in college. When Jordan was in college, he wasn't even the best player on this team when he got there, and he was a rookie. You know who the best player on the team was? He might be humble and say otherwise. The best player on the team was James motherfucking Worthy. Yeah, James gonna say, yeah, I was only good for 2 weeks until Jordan got there. Man, that nigga, please, y'all. Thank God y'all generation got YouTube. Go back and look and watch Just go back and watch some highlights of Worthy in college at University of North Carolina. And tell me overall who's better. Yeah, Jordan was a scorer. Worthy did every goddamn thing else. Hey, come on, knock it. I think Christian Laettner was a better college player than Jordan. They better get the fuck out of here with that, man. This JDR killed me. Damn. You talking about a motherfucker that got cut from his high school team. I mean, come on, man. And I will say this: if LeBron had people say, well, if Jordan had came in when he was 18, yada yada yada. Well, I can often say this: well, what if LeBron had gone to college for 4 years? It's a good chance he might have been either the greatest college basketball player or maybe even second college greatest basketball player of all times. It's a good thing he didn't go to college. He would have blew a whole bunch of niggas out the water. He came in at 18, started dominating off the rip. Man, they better knock this shit off. You know what I'm talking about? He said JDRs tell lies. They are the politicians. Yeah, they are the politicians of the sport. Absolutely. Like Go James says, when you play PG, you should have a high IQ by default. Yeah, and often, that's true. Man, more often than not, a lot of PGs don't. They don't have the IQ. There's not too many people that have an IQ of Rondo. Period. I'm sorry. He's on par with LeBron. That's just the way it is. He's on the par with LeBron. And everybody knows it. Whether you hate the nigga or love him. You know he's a point god. That's just the way it is. Amanda, must have been one of those nights where the joke about a decision and promoter, it had to be. Now I'm talking about. The DJ says, no, Dennis Schroeder has an argument though. He didn't say the NBA Hall of Fame. He said the Basketball Hall of Fame. Yeah. That's different. Remember, Schroeder has 2 people. Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely true. There is you do have the Basketball Hall of Fame. If you're looking at basketball overall, you have to take all things basketball into consideration. Yeah, so LeBron might be onto something there. Cuzzo says, damn, Cuzzo, you didn't remember even hearing about them motherfuckers voting Jordan the greatest player. Man, I saw what I saw, Cuzzo. Like, he wasn't. I know that. You know why I didn't pay attention to that? Because I know Kareem is the greatest college basketball player of all times. It's not. They need to stop. Me and DJ talked about this. Kareem is the greatest. Kareem is the greatest basketball player overall of all fucking times, ladies and gentlemen. This nigga didn't lose until he got to the NBA. You don't believe me? Look it up. Am I right, DJ? Won all through high school. Won all through college. Gets to the NBA and loses. What? That dude is the GOAT. Fuck what everybody talk about. You talk about the GOAT of niggas can have they NBA GOAT conversation. Nigga, that nigga is the GOAT of basketball. There hasn't been a greater player on planet Earth since Robert Dr. What was the nigga name? Robert A. Naismith or whatever the fucking name. Since Naismith created basketball, there hasn't been a greater basketball player to dribble a goddamn basketball, put it through the hoop, than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar overall. That is no debate. That is no discussion. That is the way the fuck it is. Since the invention of basketball, this has been the greatest basketball player of all motherfucking times. I'll leave niggas to argue about the GOAT conversation in the NBA all day long. Go ahead, have at it. I'm staying out of that. I'm like DJ, I'm staying out of that. But when it comes to the GOAT basketball conversation, come back to me in a couple streams from now when I do a channel or when I do a video on Kareem and why I think and why I say he is the greatest basketball player of all times. For everything LeBron has done, everything Magic has done, everything Bird has done, everything Jordan has done, Nobody has more accomplished than Kareem. And that's period. In basketball, since picking up a spherical object with air and rubber in it, motherfucker, and putting it through an apple cart, nobody's done it better than Kareem, bro. Sorry. If anybody got a problem with that, Floyd Mayweather got a gym in downtown LA on Olympic. I'll give you the address. Come see me over there. Put some gloves on. I'll let you use the 16 ounces. I mean, the 8 ounces. I'll use the 16 ounces. Period. The little bro says, and he was the championship MVP. There you go. God damn, I'm tired of talking about this. Let's move on to something else, goddamn. I'm tired now. And there you go. The bandwagon says, yeah, I was about to say Schroeder can get in based on his overseas. And yep. If you're looking at it like this, yeah, I overlooked that. If you're looking at it like that, then boom, there you go. James Worthy. Amanda said, actually, Worthy spoke at my high school. Principal announced he was 9'6", and it fucked it up. 9'6". Damn, it's taller than Wemby. You know what I'm talking about? And the bandwagon says, this is a question for everybody. Who's a better leader, Tim Duncan, LeBron, or Jordan? Excuse me. Yeah, I thought I saw Jordan in there. No, it said Tim Duncan or LeBron. That's a tough. Tim Duncan was a good leader, but I got to give it up to LeBron. I got to say LeBron. You know what I'm talking about? I got to say LeBron. See, the reason why I got to say LeBron is because when Tim Duncan came in, he had David Robinson, the Admiral, right there that kind of showed him the ropes. When LeBron came in, he had nobody in Cleveland to show him the ropes. He was the ropes. And he had to learn. Now, of course, people say, oh, he had to go play with Wade and them to learn how to win or whatever the case may be. Okay, whatever. Whatever floats your boat when it comes to that. But still, he came to a dead organization and uplifted that organization. And he had all on the back of an 18-year-old kid. LeBron's a better leader overall. Amanda says Tim Duncan because he learned from David Robinson. David Robinson made me eat Raisin Bran. David Robinson, Raisin Bran is fire, though. I ain't gonna lie. DJ says I'm going with LeBron. I'm definitely going to LeBron. Cuba says Go James says definitely LeBron. Cuzzo says when you say basketball, are you counting everything? But do you say something different when you look at the NBA then, or is Kareem still that guy? I know the answer. Just checking. Yeah, when I say basketball, I mean every level of basketball that they're to be played on, starting from. And what I mean by every level of basketball, I'm not talking about international stuff or no Olympic stuff. I'm talking about because that is the international stuff is like the NBA for the international for Europe or whatever the case may be. So that's these are still grown men playing. I'm talking about every basketball level from all the way from the bottom to AAU to college, I'm talking about all the way from the bottom. High school, anywhere where there's organized basketball being played from a child to an adult. That motherfucker is the greatest basketball player of all times. I will take another show and I will do all his accomplishments and all his achievements and all the stats from the time he first picked up a basketball in the late 50s to now. I mean, to he retired in 1989. over 30 years of basketball in Kareem's life. Nobody is more accomplished than that man. Nobody. I'm talking about overall. That is a fact. And DJ said, Raisin Bran is fire. You know what's better than Raisin Bran, bro? Raisin Bran Crunch. The next time I hear a motherfucker say Raisin Bran Crunch is horrible, you got a gym down there on Olympic. Don't say a word. Just come in there, open the door. I got free reign to go in there, motherfucker, anytime I want to. Go in there, open the door, put the gloves on, and get in the ring with me. The next time a motherfucker tell me, I heard a nigga say, oh, Raisin Bran tastes like cardboard. Nigga, what the fuck is you tasting? Nigga, that shit is fire. Raisin Bran Crunch. Oh my God. What? Nigga. And then don't chop no bananas off up in that motherfucker. Woo! Amanda said no love for Wheaties. I love Wheaties too. I ain't gonna lie. I play football, so I think if you play sports, you ate Wheaties. And I ain't gonna lie. I ate Wheaties because I saw two people in the box. I saw Jordan on the Wheaties box. I ate the Jordan, and then way back in the day, I saw Bruce Jenner. Y'all know him as Caitlyn Jenner, whatever nigga there. But Bruce Jenner, triathlete. I seen that nigga on the box, and I was like, okay, anybody that's on the box is a star. And I got the box because of that. But Wheaties, that's what Raisin Bran is. Raisin Bran ain't nothing but Wheaties with raisins in it. That's all it is. but Raisin Nut Bran was fire, and Raisin Bran Crunch is fire. Argue with your mama about it if you don't believe what I'm telling you. And then you chop bananas up in the motherfuckers. Nice sized chunks of bananas. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the breakfast of the champions. I'm telling you right now. Oh, DJ, you never tried that? You never tried? Bro, hey, next time you get any kind of Raisin Bran, right? Raisin Bran Crunch or Raisin Bran, chop some bananas up. If you like bananas, chop bananas up in it, right? And then come tell Big Bro what you think. I promise you, bro, it'll change your natural life. You're going to want to chop bananas up in every goddamn thing. Then you could have a bowl of cornflakes. Oh, shit. Let me chop the bananas around up in this motherfucker. But I'm telling you, bananas in Raisin Bran, my nigga, it's next level. Next level. I'm telling you. Trust me when I tell you. Have I ever steered you wrong? No. Amanda said Bruce Jenner was huge. Yeah. Go James says, oh, Lord, not the Jenner guy. Yeah, before he became a woman, he was a guy. He was that guy on the track and field thing. He was a guy. You got to get there. You got to admit it. You got to admit it. You know what I'm talking about? Was Tiger Woods on there? I think Tiger Woods was on there. I think he was on there one time. Amanda said, I like Crispix. Yeah, Crispix is pretty good too. Yes, he was. DJ said, okay. Honey Bunches of Oats is my shit too. You know what? I got Honey Bunches of Oats with strawberries in the cabinet right now. That's my wife's shit. I got my Cinnamon Toast Crunch. She got those. Now, if you're doing the Honey Bunches of Oats, you can chop bananas up in there too. But this is strictly for DJ. This for anybody. If you get Raisin Bran, if you're out there in the world today and you go to shop and you get Raisin Bran, get a bushel of bananas. Chop one whole banana up. This is important. I want y'all to hear me out carefully. You chop one whole banana up in your Raisin Bran, and then text me later and say, Big Bro, nigga, I don't know what made you come up with that concoction, but that shit has changed my life. That shit might make you start preaching. It's fire, bro. I'm not exaggerating to you. I know y'all think I like to joke a lot, and I do. I love a good joke like anybody else, but I'm not joking when I tell you to slice up a whole goddamn banana in your Raisin Bran, possibly Raisin Bran Crunch, because Raisin Bran Crunch holds up longer because the flakes are crunchy. It holds up longer in the milk. You know what I'm talking about? So try it with Raisin Bran Crunch first, and then come back and then tell me how you feel about it. If you don't like it, you can cuss me out. I don't give a damn. But I'm telling you, you're going to love a Raisin Bran Crunch with banana slices off in that motherfucker. I'm telling you. You heard it here first. DJ said, I'm going to try that Raisin Bran Crunch. Hey, try it, bro. Hey, it's fire. It's fire. You never tried? It's fire, bro. But DJ, do what I'm telling you. Hey, you get it and get a banana. One whole banana. Slice that motherfucker in pieces. If you like, but only if you like banana. If you don't like it, then forget what I just said. But slice the banana up in pieces and slice it and put it off in your Raisin Bran Crunch, bro. And then text me, yay or nay. If you don't like it, you have carte blanche to cuss me out. I don't care at that point. Cuss me out. I'll just shut up and listen. But if you like it, I want you to do me a favor and tell everybody you know about Raisin Bran Crunch with banana slices in that motherfucker. That's what I want you to do for me. Go James says, as a kid, I was avoiding that the shit out of them Raisin Brans. Hey, Cuzzo, Raisin Bran Crunch will change your life, man. Amanda says, LOL. She said, I still buy Pops now and then and Fruity Pebbles. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Amanda. You know what I do? Corn Pops. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even put milk in the motherfucker no more. I eat those motherfuckers right out the box. I promise. The last time I bought some Corn Pops, I didn't buy it for milk. I bought it to eat it out the box. I bullshit you not. My wife thought I was crazy. She's like, what the hell you doing? I was eating that shit like it was popcorn. See, I'm a big kid at heart if you ain't noticed. I eat my cereals. You know what I'm talking about? Look, listen. I'll take some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, right? I slice some almonds up. I get some sliced almonds, throw it in the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and drizzle. I know they're already sweet, but this is what I do. I drizzle a little bit of caramel, however you pronounce it. I just drizzle just ever so slightly a little bit over it. And it's fire. What it does to the milk, oh my God. Oh my God. See, I can give y'all the blueprint of some food, y'all. I'm a foodologist. I don't get to be 340 pounds of muscle for nothing. I know about my foods. You understand? It's me. Amanda says, banana is awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Bandwagon said, Frosted Flakes is the GOAT. Bandwagon. Especially, Bandwagon. I'm about to tell you something you probably don't remember. Bro, they had honey-coated Frosted Flakes back in the day. Look those up. They had the ones with the banana slices already in it. Nigga, if you like regular Frosted Flakes, you would love the honey ones. It was in a golden box. Nigga, that shit was so fire. I didn't think nothing could get better. Until a Raisin Bran Crunch came along. Bandwagon said, followed by Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the god of cereals. If anybody got a problem with me, I got a gym down there. There's a gym in LA. As soon as you come in that motherfucker, there's gonna be gloves right at the door. Come box me in the ring. If you don't think Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the god of all cereals. Amanda says, yeah, it's like popcorn. Yeah, I be popping the shit. Hey, man, I be tearing it. And you know, here's another one I tear up. Kicks. Don't sleep on Kicks now. Kicks. I be fucking Kicks up. I ain't gonna lie. Kicks. Kids tested, mother approved. I even got a Kicks recipe for a snack. Here's what you do. You get some butter, right? See, now you're about to learn cooking with Major. You get some butter, right? You melt real butter, not margarine. Real butter in a saucepan, right? You get you half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of white sugar, right? A pinch of salt, a pinch of baking powder, baking soda. You stir it up until it creates like a caramel type consistency, right? Stir it up. Okay? Then you get some Kicks. You pour the Kicks in there, right? You stir it up until it gets to like the thick consistency. You pour in 2 or 3 cups of Kicks, right? Pour it in there. You line off some parchment paper on a baking sheet. Line that motherfucker out. Spread it all out evenly till it's smooth. You can add nuts in there if you want to. Pause. Yay. You roll it out till it's smooth. Put it in the refrigerator to cool off. Pull it out the refrigerator, drop it on the counter, and let it break up into pieces. You have a Kicks candy. Kicks like a Kicks toffee that is to die for. Literally, you will slap somebody. Literally, if you make that, if you ever see me on the street, just walk up to me, hey, to turn me around. Hey, Major, hey. Oh, what's going on? Pow! I'm giving you carte blanche to slap me. You try that. It's Kicks toffee, ladies and gentlemen. You get some butter. You get some sugar. You don't have to use brown sugar. You can use all white sugar. A whole cup of white sugar or 2 cups, however sweet you want it. You stir that motherfucker up till it's caramel consistency. Right before it gets to the hard crack candy stage. You pour your Kicks off in that motherfucker. 2, 3, however many cups you want. 2, 3 cups. The more Kicks, the less Kicks, the better. If you want to taste toffee, if you want to taste more of that corn, buttery type consistency, you put more Kicks in there. You pour it out on a parchment plate lined baking sheet. Pour it out, spread it out flat, and make toffee out of it. put it in the refrigerator, let it cool off, break it up in pieces. It's fire, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. Or make me get up here. This is major level entertainment. I talk about everything. A nigga gets down to I cook, I bake, I do all that. But I'm telling you, try that shit. And then the next time you see me, I want you to personally thank me for changing your goddamn life. The DJ says, hey, Cuba, I just ate Cinnamon Toast Crunch an hour ago. See what I'm talking about? The great minds think alike. I'm telling you, me and DJ are really related, bro. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. There's some things he said that I'm like, oh, I just did that. There's some things I said. He was like, oh, I just did that. Hey, man, look. I don't know. Something's going on in the world. I don't know. 525 Sports, 425 Sports. Shout out. A long time no see. Good to see you up here. Honeycomb and Golden Grahams. Hey, Golden Grahams with bananas is fire. Now, if you're going to add bananas to a cereal, Golden Grahams is fire, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Golden Grahams and bananas, they don't really sell them out here in L.A. It's hard to find them now. But that shit is fire, bro. Go James says, don't they have some vanilla frosted flakes? They did. They did have some vanilla frosted flakes before. They had chocolate frosted flakes, too. Chocolate ones with bananas is fire. And then if you really want to be bougie, throw some white chocolate chip morsels in the chocolate frosted flake. Oh my God. Because one time I did that and I just looked at my mom. I wouldn't stood up in her door. I just looked at her like, so what the hell are you looking at? I was like, Ma, you were this close for getting the hell slapped out of you. No, I didn't say that. I wouldn't be alive today if I said some shit like that. JLFF. Shout out to JLFF. Said, what up? I have to rewind from the beginning. Mr. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, man, huh? French Toast Crunch. Hey, French Toast Crunch is fire, too. And don't get it wrong. And Cinnamon Toast Crunch got a churros flavor. I don't know if they still have it. The churro. Now, Cinnamon Toast Crunch already tastes like churros. But they got the churros-shaped cinnamon. Hey, bro, listen. Why y'all get me to talking about food? Now I'm going to do a whole nother hour about food. I've been in this motherfucker for 2 hours. I'm trying to get off so I can go out here and put these damn tomahawks on the goddamn smoker. Why y'all fucking with me right now? Y'all talking about, you ain't doing it but making me hungry. And then now what are y'all going to come over here and get a plate? Fucking with me, man. See how y'all be doing me sometimes? Y'all don't love me. You know what I'm talking about? Amanda says, I will map quest your ass to show up. Hey, you're welcome. I got a big ass house. You come on over here. Y'all is welcome over here. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Go in there and go on my refrigerator. I don't mind. Go in there. I got 3 refrigerators. I got one in this motherfucker. I got one out in the cave and one out in the garage. I'm talking about the bandwagon. When I was a kid, Cookie Crisp. Oh, see, you know what? I was going to the show, right? Until Cuba just said that. Cookie Crisp is another one of those cereals that I buy and just pull right. I don't even bother putting them in milk. What's the point? I pull those motherfuckers out and eat them right off the motherfuckers. I eat the motherfuckers right out of the box. That's what I does. Amanda says Cookie Crisp was good. It was. I used to like Honey Smacks. I dig them. I used to love them motherfuckers. I like Fruity Loops. I like Apple Jacks today, even though the motherfuckers don't taste like apples. You remember the commercial? They Apple Jacks. They don't. Why they call them Apple Jacks and they don't taste like apples? They fire. You don't need to explain to nobody. They're just fire. That's all you need to know. That's about JLFF. Peanut butter cookie crisp. But they took that away. Yeah, they did take it away. Speaking of peanut butter cereals, Reese's Pieces peanut butter cereal. I don't give a fuck. That shit was fire. Oh my God. And what it did to the milk. Oh, woo. I mean, Count Chocula, Blueberry. I remember Mr. T had a cereal back in the day. Some of y'all might be too young to remember that. But Mr. T had a cereal. I remember My Little Pony had a cereal. The Care Bears had a cereal. The Smurfs had a cereal. Turn your goddamn milk blue. Your tongue be blue. You go to the bathroom, you shit, and poop be blue. You like, ah, damn. You think you the Cookie Monster or something. You shitting blue poop out. This was crazy. DJ said, oh, hell yeah. Cookie Crisp. Hey, when you said, hey, I said that how DJ spelled it. He said, oh, hell yeah. COOOOOOKIE Crisp. So the best way to say that is the way that the dog or whatever the fuck that was, a wolf on the Cookie Crisp commercial said, Cookie Crisp. Cookie Crisp. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Cookie Crisp was the shit. The bandwagon says, bro, have y'all noticed when you hit the like button, there's a basketball picture that shows up for a split second? No, I haven't noticed that. Oh, shit. Hey, y'all, hit that like button while you're here. I don't even know how many people is watching me right now. But they didn't turn the show into food. It wasn't me, ladies and gentlemen. I was trying to talk about basketball and keep it professional. These niggas want to talk about food, man. You see how y'all be doing me, bro? Y'all don't really love me like that. The bandwagon said, yeah, they still sell Cookie Crisp, but that wolf looked different compared to when I was a kid. Yeah, that nigga do look different. Is that nigga on drugs or something? Maybe they couldn't pay the real wolf. I don't know. Amanda says, you know damn well the earlier ways they made it, putting it on paper plate, putting it on a paper plate and tossing it in the microwave. Oh, come on now. You see, y'all gonna take a nigga back now. You know what I'm talking about? That's how you do it. 525 Sports says, yeah, I got to try that. Yeah, definitely got to try that. Amanda says, yeah, he's right. They also had Cocoa Krispies. Oh, yeah. They still got them some places. They still got them. The bandwagon said, I would say my top 5 cereals are Frosted Flakes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Honey Nut Cheerios is fire, Captain Crunch, and Fruity Pebbles. That's a pretty goddamn solid lineup, man. I would start Cinnamon Toast at point guard. Cinnamon Toast got to lead that off. Frosted Flakes has got to be probably the small forward. Captain Crunch got to be shooting guard. No, Fruity Pebbles got to be shooting guard. Captain Crunch got to be the center, and Honey Nut Cheerios got to be the power forward. Power forward. Yeah, that'll be my lineup right there. That's an unstoppable lineup. You know what I'm talking about? Put that in Chat GPT and see what it shoots back out at you. Paul J. The bandwagon says, wait, I just noticed these cereals. These names are suspect. Hey, facts, for real. Honey Nut Cheerios, Frosted Flakes, Fruity Pebbles, Captain Crunch. Yeah, these motherfuckers is yay as fuck. You know what I'm talking about? Go James says, what about some cookies and cream honey bun? Cookies and cream honey bun. Whatever that shit is, that's just out fire, bro. Whatever you said, it's out fire. You know what I'm talking about? A DJ says, LOL Chris. 525 Sports says, life is good. Didn't care much for the cinnamon flavor, though. It was fire, though. It was fire. Amanda in the Apple Jacks commercial, they took a Polaroid picture in the commercial. Yep. They took that Polaroid commercial. Yep. The bandwagon said, damn, I forgot about Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs, that's the name of it. Reese's Puffs. Them motherfuckers is fire. Hey, you get you some Reese's Puffs, let me tell you what to do with it. Get you some Reese's Puffs, right? And then get you some Heath toffee morsels. Let me say that again. You know the Heath bar, right? The chocolate with the get you some Heath toffee morsels and throw it off in your cereal. And then I want y'all to come thank me personally later. I'll give you the address later. You know what I'm talking about? 525 Sports says, yep, I remember. Amanda says, I remember all those cereals. Mr. T was in the Pee Wee Herman movie. Yeah. I pay the fool, don't buy my cereal. Amanda says, you went off on putting bananas in cereal. Bananas, for people that don't know, I think that's a black staple. I think we were the first people to do that. People that are not black really don't understand. Because I've heard a couple of my Hispanic friends like, oh, you put bananas in cereal. What the hell are you doing? A couple of white people, you put bananas in cereal. What it is a black thing. You do not understand. But it is fire. Trust me. And when I would turn them on to it, they'd be like, hey, man, I put cereal in my Fruity Pebbles. And I'm like, no, you don't put, I put bananas in my Fruity Pebbles. No, you don't. No. Bananas only go on Frosted Flakes or Frosted Flake-like items. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, don't put bananas off in there. Cinnamon and bananas is not going to mix too well. But you want to put you want to put bananas off in Raisin Bran Crunch, Wheaties, Corn Flakes, or Frosted Flake type cereals, ladies and gentlemen, or chocolate-based cereals. You do it like that. You know what I'm saying? That'd be good. Don't put shit in Fruity Pebbles. It's fruit. You don't want to put that fruit. You just don't want to do it like that. I'm talking. Trust me. That's about. The bandwagon said, "I put blueberries in my Cheerios or honey nut." Hey, I put blueberries. I ain't gonna lie. I put blueberries in my honey bunches of oats. I ain't gonna lie to you. The bandwagon says, "Whoa, hold on, yay, yay, oh, you know, somebody take his passport." Amanda says, "Yay, yay, oh, wait, hold on now." A DJ says, "Here's a good question: is there any cereal out there that's nasty?" Fuck yeah! Let me answer that motherfucker first. Grape Nuts is the nastiest cereal in American history. No, fuck American history. That is the nastiest cereal in the history of the universe. Grape Nuts is the nastiest. Let me tell you what Grape Nuts taste like. Grape Nuts, there ain't nothing grape about it, and they're nuts if they think that shit is good. But Grape Nuts, that shit tastes like toasted rubber bands. No flavor. You can add all the sugar in the world, all the cinnamon in the world, chop up whatever fruit in the world you want to throw that motherfucker, drizzle honey over, syrup over that motherfucker. That shit is nasty as a motherfucker. Grape Nut cereal is the nastiest. I would eat just about any cereal, even the cheap shit you buy in the bags. You know, the nameless brands, like Puffy O's or Fruity O's or whatever the case may be. But Grape Nuts is the nastiest cereal known to all of humanity. That shit is horrible. Nothing makes it taste better. Nothing makes Grape Nuts taste better. That shit is nasty, bro. The box that it comes out of tastes better than the fucking cereal. I bullshit you not. If you don't believe me, I challenge everybody to go get a box of that shit right now. If you think I'm lying, I will pay everybody on here to think that shit is good $20. If you think Grape Nuts are good, go out and get you a box next time you go to the grocery store and then come back. And if you tell me, and be honest, if you tell me you like that shit, I'll give you $20 to your Cash App or your Chime or wherever the fuck you take money at. I promise you that shit is horrible, ladies and gentlemen. Amanda, yeah, those shitty Frosted Flakes with the glazed donut flavor. Yeah, Frosted Flakes is nice. I agree with you. Frosted Flakes are a staple. They're delicious. They are. 425 says, remember the ET? Yes, I do remember the ET cereal, man. That shit was fire. Yes, it was. Hey, I'll take you back, 425. You remember Cabbage Patch cereal? We can go all the way back now. You know what I'm talking about? Transformers had a cereal back in the day. We can go all the way back. Amanda says, I agree. Grape Nuts tasted horrible. They are terrible. Grape Nuts are terrible. There you go, DJ. That's the nastiest cereal. I think is unanimous. 425 Sports says tastes like gravel. Gravel tasted better. 425. Go James says Vitamin Kings are nasty. Yeah, they are, but they taste better than Grape Nuts. Hey, I kid you not, bro. Go get some Grape Nuts. Tell me if you like them. And be honest with me. I know if a nigga lying. Be honest. Tell me if you like them. If you like Grape Nuts, I will give you $20. Anybody. There's an easy $20 you can make. Don't lie to me, though, because I know good and goddamn well that you lying before you, God, and myself. If you think them motherfuckers is delicious, go get you some rubber bands. Put them in the microwave for about 10 seconds. Pull them out, put them in the refrigerator, let them get crispy. Pour milk over those motherfuckers and eat those. That's what Grape Nuts taste like. I bullshit you not. A DJ laughing at me. 425 laughing at me. 425. Grape Nuts got stuck in your tooth. Also, yeah, they did, bro. There was like little fucking. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what Grape Nuts was like. Y'all know those little things like when you run it through the grass, the little spiky things, they're like little shaped like little like stars. They stick into your sock. Imagine gathering up a bunch of those and put them in a bowl of milk and eating them. That's what Grape Nuts was. Chop up your whole goddamn gums eating those motherfuckers. You got a bloody ass mouth. You got to explain to your mama why your mouth look like bloody dice because you eating those sharp motherfuckers. Grape Nuts is horrible. Bandwagon never had it. The fuck kind of name is Grape Nuts. That's what I'm saying, Cuba. They ain't had no raisins in that motherfucker. No grape. They didn't even taste. Them motherfuckers was horrible, bro. I don't even want to talk about it no more. My teeth bleed just talking about those motherfuckers. Mooch, laughing at Cuba. You laughing at Cuba. Amanda says The Ghostbusters and Spider-Man had cereal too. They weren't that bad. No, they weren't bad. Y'all remember Superman peanut butter? Superman had his own peanut butter. It was fire too. I'm talking about Tiffany Ned. Salute, shout out to Tiffany Ned. You know what I'm talking about? My little sister said salute, Major, and everyone. Happy Football Monday. Happy Football Monday to Tiffany Ned, ladies and gentlemen. Mooch Entertainment says salute, Tiff. She says, salute, DJ. Hi, DJ. 425 Sports is laughing at your boy. Amanda said it's like eating broken glass. Broken glass tastes better than that. Hey, look, I'm not playing with y'all. Leave me alone about this grape nuts. I don't want to talk about this no more. Now, that's the last time I'm going to tell y'all. I'm about to end the stream. Y'all playing with me now. I don't want to talk about grape nuts no more. DJ asked a question. I gave him an answer. Grape nuts is the nastiest cereal known to man, bro. You could go try it on your own, but don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger, bro. You gonna be like, what the hell is this? You know what I'm talking about? Go James said, what about cornflakes? Cornflakes are delicious. Because if you happen to chop some bananas off up in that motherfucker and throw some walnuts in it or pecans, cornflakes is delicious. Moose says, damn, Amanda, LOL. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he said, and Peter Pan peanut butter. Absolutely. I remember the Peter Pan peanut butter. Go James says, Sister Tiff. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, you got me dying laughing, says 425. The bandwagon says, Cuba and Tiffany Ned, legendary battles going back and forth on the Ravens and the Niners, and then the bandwagon appears. You know what I'm talking about? All right, ladies and gentlemen, if nobody got nothing else to talk about, no other food to bring up or something else you want me to address, I'm going to go ahead and end this live. Y'all got me on here for 2 hours and 36 minutes, man. Y'all did this shit on purpose, but that's okay. I still love you. You know what I'm talking about? But if you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, share button, the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? To get more shows, more content like this. I do more to talk about basketball. I talk about everything, as you can see. We talk about food, sex, religion, sports, basketball, hockey, soccer, lacrosse. Whatever the hell you want to talk about, you bring it up. I'll talk about it, because this is Major Level Entertainment. I am here to entertain y'all, but I'll also give y'all the real, the raw, the right. All the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365, ladies and gentlemen. Please, if you are new, hit that like button, the subscribe button. Go over there and support Lil Bro channel, Lakers in 5, if you're not already doing it. Most of y'all that's over here are already over there, but a lot of y'all are not members. Please go join. If you want to win money, if you want to win a shot at winning prizes, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Well, you get all kind of perks over there. You know what I'm talking about? We talking about stereo. Ain't no telling what. He might do a stereo raffle. You know what I'm talking about? Instead of giving money, he might say, all right, look, everybody, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying. I'm not, I'm just saying, hint, hint. I'm just saying. But please go over there. Subscribe to Lakers 5. Become a member of Lakers 5, 6, or 7. Get your name on the board. Get a chance to win prizes. And all kind of good stuff over there like that. Laker Girl 36, Little Sis showed up earlier in the show. Please go subscribe to her channel. Big Baby Show came over here, showed love. I got to show love back. Please go subscribe to Big Baby's channel. You know what I'm saying? Go over there and hear some interviews and stuff like that. On behalf of Major Level Entertainment, 425 says, good stream as always. I appreciate you, young brother. I appreciate you, man. Amanda says, hell, anybody remember finding toys in cereal boxes? Yes, I do. I do remember they used to. Sometimes we pour all the goddamn cereal out just to get to the damn toy. I know I would. It was like cereal was like the Cracker Jacks of cereals. You know what I'm saying? Remember Cracker Jack boxes? You pop all the popcorn out. You know what I'm saying? You had to sit through that burnt tasting caramel butter popcorn or whatever the case may be, and then you get in there and you get like a little plastic ring or a comb. One time I reached in that motherfucker and it was a comb in there, a green comb. I was like, what the hell is that? I don't need no damn comb. I ain't even got no hair yet. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I remember those. Those were the days, you know what I'm talking about. Tomahawk chops and grape nuts on the side tonight. Oh, no. Oh man, don't do that to me. Go James. He threw up the 3 arm emojis. Ladies and gentlemen, I already told y'all about the story about the arm emojis. Whenever you throw the strong arm emoji up, the Emoji League company hit me up about 2 or 3 years ago. And they said, Major, we want somebody to pose for the arm emoji. So, I rolled up sleeves of my shirt, and then I flexed my arm. So that arm emoji, every time you put an arm emoji up there, you could thank yours truly, your boy, your cousin, your best friend, a big Major. You know what I'm talking about? Amanda says, yeah. All right, y'all. Now that's enough. Stop talking to me. Okay, I'm trying to end the show. Have a good day out there, man. Please stay safe. If you're in LA and it's raining, like I'm down here in LA and it's raining, you know what I'm saying? Play it safe out there. Be on the lookout for the fools. You could be doing everything right out there, but all it takes is for one fool to do something stupid. I want all y'all to come back safe. I want to see all y'all again on my show, DJ show, wherever I can see y'all. I got much love and respect for y'all. Thank y'all for chopping it up with your boy. You know what I'm talking about? Your boy, Big Major. On behalf of Major Level Entertainment, the Major Level Mafia, this is your boy, Big Major. Peace and blessings. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all day, y'all. Peace.
Everything I do is major. I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do,